Z92.7 WZBD Radio presents exciting high school wrestling. Brought to you in part by the many community-minded sponsors you'll hear. And now to the gym for the exciting action.
Welcome, wrestling fans, to Gamebridge Fieldhouse for the final broadcast of the high school wrestling season here in 2025-26. Dane Filling live with you, along with Hall of Famer Rex Brewer and Josh Gaskell tonight. 14 bouts left in the season, boys.
I'll tell you what, there's some big matches here in the finals. When they announced the 38-pounders, I told Josh, I said, Josh, that match at 38 is going to be a war between Thrine and Stanley of Lowell.
A couple of guys who are awfully hungry for a state title. We had two absolute legends on the mat here just 15 minutes ago as CJ Red and Nick Lee were introduced and the crowd cheered.
And the match they had in the finals that year was probably one of the greatest wrestling matches I've seen in this arena.
Probably. Sam Howard of Boonville being introduced right now. He has the distinction of wrestling Mikey White from LN.
He was your long shot, right?
He was my long shot. And, of course, we're excited about Jackson Bradley. I almost said Isaiah. He wants to join the Bradleys as state champions. He'll have Dad Casey in the corner. He'll have Uncle AJ in the stands, his biggest fan. And a couple of adopted Bradleys tonight, right, gentlemen?
Yeah.
Yes. We'll kick it off with Carson Calicomo of Delta, the freshman, taking on the sophomore Connor Maddox of Westfield.
That's a tall task for Mr. Calicomo.
Maddox was a fourth-place finisher last year. And another Fort Wayne participant in Hartley Hoover will take on Cesar Salas.
That's a couple of men right there, Josh.
Yeah, and that'll be a good match. You know, I think Hoover's been the underdog in the first, handful of matches, and he's come out victorious. And the last one came out just dominant. And so, who's to say he can't ride that into the finals and upset another one in Salas?
And, of course, the big guys. And it's going to be a rematch from the Al Smith. And a quick look at the Indiana mat brackets, as I don't remember what the score was of that one. This is a small print for old guys like me and you, Rex.
That's why I don't have that bracket.
Looks like he had a 7-1 and a 7-0. So
a lot of ground to make up then.
But, it always makes for a good state finals match because the ground's close enough that you can close that gap within a season.
And no secrets, right?
Yep.
They're not going to learn anything new about your opponent.
My take on that is James Harrow at probably 19 years old, he has a beard that matches yours, Josh.
Yeah. Just wish I had some shoulders to match him because he's a big boy.
I don't know. Hazlett wasn't too happy about the introduction. Somebody misread his introduction. He was offended at whatever it was that wasn't right.
He's going to go find somebody and talk it over. And if I was a guy with that sheet, I'd go hide.
Well, I'll tell you this right now. I've seen them do these introductions, and the kids this year are very modest because, they could go on and on about their accomplishments, and, only a couple of guys writing down more than one accomplishment.
Hey, Dane, we got bagpipes in the band for the national anthem.
Perfect. We'll send it back for a round of messages and be back with the 106 championship bout right after this.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Decatur is John Kins. Get a quote at 728-8888 or visit kinsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Why lose out to pain? Visit Dr. Carla Grody at Grody Chiropractic, 320 West Monroe Street, Decatur. She's a specialist in the utilization of proven non-force techniques to treat injuries of all kinds requiring professional chiropractic care. Call 724-2510 for an appointment with Dr. Carla Grody. Open Monday through Thursday, closed Friday and Saturday. Grody Chiropractic, 320 West Monroe Street, Decatur.
Renowned around the Midwest for his skills and his creative abilities, Nate Bowers and the team at Bowers Paint Studio in Decatur work with a wide range of clients, from collision repair to custom paint jobs for classic cars and motorcycles. Located on Monroe Street on the west side of Decatur, Bowers is your place for body work too, whether it's getting your ride back on the road or finally getting that classic car, the paint job you've always wanted. Stop by or give Nate a call to put the best in the business to work for you.
Two Brothers Bar and Restaurant, located on the corner of 3rd Street and US 224 in the heart of downtown Decatur, is your home for great meals, a cozy atmosphere, top-of-the-line catering, and now free meals for kids. That's right, this summer on Tuesday and Wednesday nights, kids under 10 eat free with the purchase of just one adult meal. Whenever you come, Two Brothers is the place to sit and enjoy a meal. Offering burgers, wings, chili, ribs, appetizers, and nightly specials, Two Brothers has a banquet room, a bar side, and a family side. For your next meal, visit Two Brothers Bar and Restaurant in Decatur. Expert Transmission on US 224 in Decatur and on US 124 in Bluffton is the place to go for not only transmission help, but also full-service general auto and truck repair. Matt, Corey, and Tyler at Expert Transmission are experienced and ASE-certified mechanics who can diagnose and fix your family or work vehicle. Call Steve or Dustin soon to set up an appointment. Expert Transmission has the best warranty in the business. 5 years and 100,000 miles on a new transmission and can give you a free estimate. Call today at 724-2434 or like Expert Transmission on Facebook.
An outstanding rendition of both Amazing Grace and our national anthem. And gentlemen, if that didn't give you goosebumps, I don't know what will. A great reminder of, of a lot of things.
My favorite instrument in that performance, the girl with the cymbals, the red-haired girl with the cymbals. She was into it, hitting all the right notes.
You know, I'll just take a moment before they start the finals. They have pulled out all the stops this year. That was an amazing rendition. They started off with a guitar solo doing the national anthem. They represent, or they honor two of the greats of Indiana wrestling. It's kind of been a great tournament run by the IHSAA.
And probably some of the best matches in the finals tonight that we've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Robert Falcons bestowing an additional award on a gentleman here in front of us. I'm not sure who it is. There he is.
The X-Man. Got him a slushie there.
Join us now. I think we got just enough cable here. Jump on there here real quick. And first off,
you don't have to put down the slushie. If you want to keep eating, you can keep eating.
Congratulations. And we didn't want to jinx you, but as soon as the match was over, we made the statement, you did not want to finish 8th place the second year in a row.
No, absolutely not. Oh, I would have been furious.
Well, you certainly earned that 7th place medal, and to have 2 state medals to cap off your career, a pretty special moment. We talked a little bit to your teammates about what it meant, what you learned. What did you learn last year that you were able to apply to this year?
I learned that it's okay to lose, and it's okay that just getting here is an accomplishment of itself. I think that's the biggest takeaway that I could possibly give. Last year, I think I came here with a mindset of I just wanted to place, and I fell short of that. Not fell short of that, but got that goal, and then just didn't get any higher than that.
Well, that's a very mature way to approach it, because we were talking about that weight class. You could wrestle it 100 times and it could be a different outcome. So, mature outlook on how it finished out for you.
And then you look at Colin McMahon. He comes back and finishes in third place and beats Kyle Harden. He was on it today.
Yeah, no, he's an incredible wrestler, just incredible person. All hopes to him next year when he doesn't have to deal with Michael White and all that.
And Xavier Palacios. And we talked to some of your senior teammates, and they talked about your leadership. We also talked about with the underclassmen about you and Grady and Sam been the real leaders of this team. What do you think of some of those underclassmen and how easy they were for using upperclassmen to help manage and kind of incite that team to win?
Oh, they absolutely, like, I don't want to say in a bad way, but they absolutely used us. Like, they saw what we were doing, and they learned from it, and they're growing faster than, like, any other freshman class has before. I saw, like, we had 12 guys make it to semi-state. I don't know the math off the top of my head, but I think, like, almost half of them were freshmen. So they're sponges. They're absorbing all the information, all the tricks that we've learned over the years, and they're just absorbing it. So once, like, senior or even junior year comes around, they're gonna be a force to reckon with.
Well, Xavier, we certainly congratulate you on all your accomplishments. And I don't know how long it'll take you to realize just how much you accomplished, how many records you've broken, how much you've led by example in the way you conduct your interviews, the way you act on the mat, and all of those types of things. We have genuinely enjoyed watching you for the last 4 years, and congratulations.
Thank you very much. Also, thank you to everyone at Belmont and anyone who's just listening for the constant support. I can't tell you how many times I've just tried to walk around, and I've just been bombarded by people saying thank you, and it's like...
Hey, X, one more question. We've never really talked about this. What's the future for Xavier Palacios?
Well, the goal is to possibly wrestle, so I was hoping this would help me out a little bit. But definitely studying engineering, so yeah.
Well, there you go. There's a plug for any recruiters out there who are listening right now. Hey, go enjoy the finals and enjoy the evening. Thank you.
Will do. Thank you guys very much.
Again, that was Xavier Palacios, your 7th place finisher at 190 pounds.
And Josh, I didn't mean to take his slushie away. I didn't want him to spill it. That's all. I was never taking a slushie away from a young man. And we talked to Brayson Sorgen, and he said he liked ice cream, and I just saw him out in the hallway, and he had a Chick-fil-A shake in his hand, so he did not lie to us, man.
So we are underway here at the championship bout between Carson Calicomo, the freshman of Delta, and Connor Maddox, the undefeated sophomore from Westfield. Calicomo in his white tights.
These two could not be more physically built differently.
No, not for 6-pounders especially. Calicomo in the blue singlet with the white stripe around the waist. Delta Eagle on the spine up at the top. And your official, a nice little arm drag there by Connor Maddox, and he scores the opening takedown. Two guys we're very familiar with, the officials, Lonnie Chamberlain and Jim Bob. So 3-1 your score now as Connor Maddox tries to build on his lead. It's bagpipes, man, they got me. They really did get me. 45 seconds left here.
I was waiting for him to break into, it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
Calicomo now in on a shot on a single leg. Maddox able to get around, though, and score a takedown. Makes it 6-1. And Calicomo was in pretty deep on that shot. Now it's tilt.
Yeah, I was trying to think of an analogy to for this match, and it's David and Goliath for accolades, but it doesn't really piece together when you're talking about two guys that are 106 pounds.
No, not really.
Both underclassmen as well.
Big return to the mat by Connor Maddox with 2 seconds left, and we go into the second period. Calicomo will have choice. He'll defer.
And Connor Maddox did something this year that only one other guy has done, and that's to be an Ironman champ for the state of Indiana. Mikey White was the other one. We'll see him wrestle later this evening.
Calicomo was in deep on that shot, and all it took was Maddox to get a hold of that ankle, jack it up.
I think He's got blood on the back of his neck. Calicomo's got blood on the back of his neck.
So with that, while they do that cleanup, we'll take a break and be right back after this.
Finding a reliable, affordable, and professional electrician is difficult these days, but in Adams County, there's a name you can trust, and it's Phil Blakey of Blakey Electric. Serving Decatur and the surrounding communities, Blakey Electric does residential and commercial electrical work, both inside and outside. Give Phil a call today at 724-8049 and tell him about the work you need done on your remodel, new building project, or any other electrical project. Leave it to the experts at Blakey Electric, 724-8049, to take care of all of your electrical needs.
When getting the job done right is job one, you need construction equipment that's built right. From compact track loaders to the world's #1 selling compact excavator, the Kubota construction lineup features durable Kubota engines, more comfort, and the versatility to do it all and do it right. Visit your local Kubota dealer today. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Visit Offholder Equipment Sales, US 27 in Bern, Indiana, their newly acquired location, State Route 364 in Minster, Ohio, or online at www.offholderequip.com.
It's a mysterious blood source at the onset here of the second period.
It's coming from the fingers of Connor Maddox, I think. Because he was in deep on a collar tie, and Calicomo had bloody fingerprints on the back of his neck.
Calicomo wipes the dust off the bottom of his shoes. And we're back underway. Maddox with that 6-1 lead. A little bit of a delay because of the blood, but he gets the hands free, turns, faces, and gets to his feet for the escape. That makes the score 7-1. Plug comes out. Calicomo reaches for a leg. Connor Maddox got a lot more leg to reach for than Calicomo does. And a headlock hit by Calicomo briefly. No points scored. Got the crowd excited, though.
That was a long way from a takedown.
And there's a takedown by Connor Maddox, and the tilt gets him this time. And it's going to be a 7-pointer, I believe.
I think he just poked the bear, Josh.
Yep, we've seen that in the history past. The headlocks in the finals generally don't go in your favor.
That'll make it 14-1. Now the escape will make it 14-2.
Takedown will seal the deal, though.
Shot by Calicomo and Connor Maddox. Once again, that throw by hit. Calicomo comes out of it, rolls through, and there's the takedown. Connor Maddox of Westfield, the sophomore, is your state champ at 106 pounds. We'll be right back with 113 right after this.
Locally owned and operated by Shane Reynolds and family, DDD Maintenance and Repair is your place to go for heavy-duty truck and diesel engine repair. Located just outside of Monroe, DDD Maintenance and Repair also offers sand and glass blasting for all of your surface restoration projects. Whether you're looking to get your truck or diesel engine to run like new, or your metal restoration project to look like new, we have a blast renewing the past. Give Shane and the guys a call at 223-5442. That's DDD Maintenance and Repair. Miller Land Surveying is one of Northeast Indiana's premier full-service land surveying firms. From lot and boundary surveys to large topographical, commercial, and industrial surveys, Miller Land Surveying can help you with all of your surveying needs. With a seasoned staff, the latest technology, and a drive for perfection, rest assured your project will be done professionally and efficiently completed every time. MLS is proud to support today's broadcast and encourages everyone to get out and support local athletes.
Welcome back here to Gamebridge Fieldhouse as we get ready for the 113 final.
Looks like for 113 we have number 1 in the state, Trayvon Ducking, and he's going to be taking on number 2 in the state, Daniel Brown from Center Grove. Ducking from Brownsburg. He is a returning state champ, and these boys are scrambling out of bounds here. Ducking only a sophomore. Brown is a sophomore as well, so two underclassmen battling it out for a state title here. Ducking, trying to work for some collar ties positions here, hand fighting a little bit as Daniel Brown Jr. is holding center. He now shoots there on Ducking. Ducking does a good job of stuffing that shot as now Daniel Brown gets around to the side, locks up a side cradle, and they're going to go out of bounds. No takedown is awarded. It looks like we might have some blood time for Ducking.
With it going to the blood time, Dana, that's the first time we've heard a hint that Palacios thinks he might want to wrestle in college. So I'm glad I asked the question to probe him a little bit there.
Yeah, absolutely. I know he's a pretty smart kid as far as his grades go, so I would think that he'd be a nice little recruitment prize for some of our local Indiana schools.
Well, if he goes away to college, who's going to do his farm chores?
If he wants to go into engineering, that's, a lot of our wrestling programs in Indiana are at schools with some pretty decent engineering programs.
Ducking's bloody nose appears to be stopped for now.
And it looks like Daniel Brown Jr. took second last year. I don't know if this was a rematch of the 106-pound finals. But if my memory serves me right, I believe so. Still doing a little blood cleanup on the center of the mat.
Do a quick look here for you, Josh. Ducking was champion at 6, and Brown was second at 6, so it was a rematch. This is a rematch just up one weight class.
There we go. Thanks for that. Minute left in the first period. Both guys looking to get underway here as Brown getting his head attacked there as Ducking shoots him out of bounds. Like they said in the intro, Ducking, a two-time Fargo All-American, and Daniel Brown also has some pretty high accomplishments, being a 2025 Triple Crown winner, so winning the freestyle, Greco, and folk style event the state of Indiana puts on. So 30 seconds left here in this first period. This match is scoreless as Ducking looking to try to get to his offense, had a little bit of a Russian tie there and let go of that as both guys trying to control center here. Not a whole lot of action on our feet other than some hand fighting. A shot by Ducking that he backs out pretty quick of. 10 seconds left in this first period. It looks like we're going to go to the second period, and we'll see who gets the flip of the disc.
Sponsors giving special shout-outs this weekend for the wrestlers of Zeeland, Asmoral Hospital, Decatur Hardware and Rental, Manly Meats, the City of Decatur, Innovative Concepts Audio and Video Network and Security, Arnold Lumber, and the Galley Restaurant.
In the second period, the flip of the disc goes in favor of Ducking, and he chooses down. And the first 3 seconds, he gets up to his feet and gets the opening points on the board. Comes by an escape. And we've seen that, we see that throughout the season is a lot of guys defer in that second period. But when a match is going to come this razor thin, you want to take the points first, and we'll see if it comes into play in the final overtime period. Minute 30. No guy really showing a scoring opportunity on their feet. And Rex, normally these lighter weights are a little bit more the, fun action, a lot of scrambles, a lot of quick attacks. Both these guys at 113 pounds just kind of feeling each other out.
They holding it pretty close to the vest. At this level, we saw Maddox just kind of let her go because he's just whole nother level of a wrestler.
I enjoyed the interviews we did earlier with Brayson Shortigan and Dylan Ogden. Brayson said, what I learned that this weekend is there's tiers to this. There's guys that are another notch above me, and to make it to the state finals, you have to be another notch above the field. Some of it's luck and determination and mental awareness, but a lot of that goes in through the preparation in the off season.
There's a lot of tears, T-E-A-R-S
That's what
as
I thought
well.
you were talking about.
Oh!
As Danner Brown goes on a double. He takes Ducking to the mat, Ducking with a roll through on the ankle, and they're going to go out of bounds.
That ankle grab by Ducking stops that move. He's taken down without that.
They're giving us the replay this year. This is gonna be fun to watch. But yeah, Ducking had the ankle. They're gonna get reset here back in the center of the mat with 15 seconds.
6-7 years ago, we didn't see that scramble. We didn't see that wrestling like that.
So it looks like we'll go to the third period. Brown's gonna have choice, and surprising choice. We talked about this between me and some other coaches. If you're going to get a takedown, you get to escape and take it to overtime, but Brown choosing neutral because, if he takes it to overtime, a takedown's still going to help you win it. So would you rather get it now when you're a little fresher or give it in overtime? So Brown looking to score on his feet. No stall calls yet called on either wrestler.
Maybe because Brown had a smell of a takedown on the edge of the mat earlier, just moments ago.
As Brown's really pushing the pace, and as he does that, Ducking just kind of bullies him back down to the mat, so the score's now 4-0.
It's like Brown lost balance or something.
Yeah, just, wrong step, and then, Ducking just kind of felt like he was in control and just blood in the water there, just kind of got on the attack.
Just shows you how quick of a reaction it takes to make a mistake and somebody to capitalize on it.
Yeah, a lot of people watch the semifinals and listen to the semifinals and finals, and they say, not a whole lot of action. It's like, well, literally a stub of the toe could cost you a takedown when you're going against talented guys like this, and takedown can be the deciding factor in a match. So 1:15 left in this third period. Trayvon Ducking of Brownsburg is ahead at 4-0 over Danner Brown Jr., Center Grove. Brown gets to his feet, Ducking with a nice mat return. It's almost a illegal return as, Brown went more to the shoulder and neck, but he looks to be chain wrestling, trying to get wrist control, get back up to his feet. Ducking with a leg in on Brown's right side now. He throws another leg in and now kind of sitting in the crab ride position as he throws in a power half. Brown Jr.'s got 35 seconds to fight this off and score some points as Ducking takes him over to his back, and we're going to get a 4 near fall there. So
Ducking's not satisfied with that.
He's not satisfied with an 8-0 lead, major decision. He wants the fall, and he sinks this half in tight. He's got only one leg in, and he's going to get the fall there. That fall comes in 5 minutes and 37 seconds.
Dane, is that enough to get Brownsburg back and catch up to Center Grove?
They're going to need to win 2 more. Let's see, they trail by 15.5 points. That's 6 of them. So now 9.5 points. If they win both of them by decision, that would be 8 points. They will need 1 more fall. It's not over yet. The fat lady has not sung. No one sang, I guess, technically.
It did not.
In that national anthem. And we'll take a break here. We'll be back with the 120s right after this.
Pampered Coach is a family-owned, community-minded business dedicated to providing the best sales and service for all your trucking and trailer needs. Pampered Coach on 930 at the edge of New Haven specializes in day cabs and sleepers. They also have a wide selection of new and used trailers. Celebrating 40 years in 2024, the guys at Pampered Coach offer a full-service department for both trucks and trailers to go along with their outstanding sales department. Visit pctrucks.net or visit Pampered Coach in person on 930 in New Haven.
This is big, and it's easy. That's why they call it the Big Easy from Hubbard Feeds. What's so big about it? A 100% rebate of your interest payments on any beef nutrition financed. What's easy? One finance program. One place to buy all your beef nutrition products. It's big and easy. It's Hubbard Feeds' Big Easy Full Interest Rebate Offer. Stop by Lehman Feed Mill on 000 or call 589-2451. Offer good for limited time with approved credit. Minimum purchase required. Rebate dependent upon timely repayments.
Want to make your home a more comfortable place, but don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. When you turn to Liechty Brothers, your Carrier expert, they'll show you the full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems and help you pick the one that best fits into your home budget. Because in this economy, who couldn't use a little more comfort?
Hi, this is Kent at Liechty Brothers Plumbing and Heating with a very simple philosophy. Show up on time, do what you say you'll do, and if there's a problem, fix it.
Liechty Brothers, 251 East Water Street in Bern.
The Galley has great food at great prices, famous for their delicious cod. You need to be sure to try their many seafood dishes along with their chicken, steaks, sandwiches, and fish by the pound to go for your Lenten meals. The Galley is located at 622 North 13th Street in Decatur. Call for carryout at 260-724-8181, and remember, Galley gift certificates always make great gifts. So set sail soon to the Galley in Decatur.
Looking to update your kitchen or bath with new countertops or a complete retrofit? Hobbiger's Ace Lumber in Bern brings you custom CAD kitchen design, along with personalized service with 3D rendering that will help you create and complete the project of your dreams. Hobbiger's offers several lines of quality cabinets plus custom countertops, including the durability and beauty of quartz. Call us today at 800-772-5223 and let us help you with your next project from concept to completion.
Hi, this is Sarah with Anytime Fitness Decatur. Have you ever felt intimidated by the thought of joining a gym? The good news is our coaches have the heart to help you set goals, create a plan, and work together to achieve the results you're after. So stop in and chat with one of our personal trainers, and let's make 2026 the year you get stronger, leaner, healthier, and happier.
Welcome back here, guys, and uploading the final pictures from what was a great weekend for our Zeeland guys. And I know you can't see it all that well, but just a giant smile on the face of Xavier Palacios in his final bout as a Belmont Brave.
Hey, Xavier gave a great interview, and it just goes to show you his, he's just calm as can be, and that's what his teammates said. He's just one of the nicest guys in and out of the wrestling room.
Greg Rakestraw running through the post-match championship interviews with Trayvon Ducking.
Believing in my hands for my snaps, and that led me to get the takedown.
And up next at 120. Let's see, 120 is yours, Rex.
Yep.
Legs definitely held me in this match, and I was able to get a power half.
Got a couple of pretty decent wrestlers in Chase Bell and Chase Bridge. And both Chases are wearing the tight fight shorts and fight shirts.
I think they're both Cases, Rex.
Is it Case Bell? Oh, Chase, not Chase. They're chasing Case.
Seventh place from Bloomington South, Nicholas Russell.
Somebody out there knows how many times two guys with the same first name wrestled in the state finals, probably.
I think Las Vegas has got a bet on it someplace. Your top finishers here at 106, Connor Maddox, Carson Caliacomo, Joe Hamilton, Alex Huddleston, Julian DeLuna, Nolan Culp, Nicholas Russell, and Gavin Longoria.
So once again, when you think about Brownsburg having an opportunity to win two more, that's only if Center Grove doesn't win any of their remaining bouts on the team side of things.
As Josh and I talked during a commercial, we're in trouble because there's two more Maddox little brothers behind Connor.
What a neat moment for older sibling. They're watching him thinking this is probably the coolest moment, and he gives a shout out to his little brothers and little sister.
And now let's get ready to wrestle at 100.
So to finish my point, Brownsburg may very well pick up a fall in one of those two matches and take the lead. Center Grove's still got the hammer and Sean Breedlove.
Yeah. So we're ready to go. It's the battle of the Cases, Case Bell, Case Bridges, Case Bell 34-3 sophomore, and Case Bridge 33-10 sophomore. We're ready to go. Both guys wearing the tight T-shirts with the fight shorts. We are underway here at 120 pounds. Nice little duck under a knee pull there by Bell. Countered there by Bridge. Step out of bounds. They'll go back to center here. Bell is a returning state champion from last year, up one weight class from 13. Nice collar tie, snap down, spin, go behind by Bell. Countered there by Bridge as he tries to keep that arm up. Goes for an ankle pick, does Bell. Bell locks up a side cradle. He's got Bridge on his back. Has he started getting near fall yet? Steve Aischlinger gets over and starts the count. Oh, it was a quick fall. Bell was up off the ground when he made the call, but Aischlinger must have saw it, pull the trigger, and your winner by Brownsburg. There's a fall that they needed. It's Case Bell, your winner at 120 by fall.
Wow. We talked about the rivalry that exists between Brownsburg and Avon. And the state team race just got a lot more interesting as we move forward. We'll take a break. Be right back after this.
The Double Eagle Clubhouse Grill is where wrestling fans go for a great meal after a big win. Everyone at the Double Eagle is proud of our Adams County wrestlers and their accomplishments this season. Whether you're looking to sit down and have a nice meal after a long tournament, or if you'd like to celebrate with other wrestling fans, the season never ends at the Double Eagle. Come on into the Double Eagle, 1730 Nutman Avenue in Decatur, and enjoy a great meal inside or with carryout today.
Choosing your next furnace, heat pump, or AC unit is a difficult decision. But whether you're replacing a unit or building a new house, the guys at Rorick Electric can help. They carry decades of experience, and they're licensed dealers for both Armstrong and Duquesne. Rorick Electric Heating and Air is also able to help you with any residential or agricultural project in the Decatur area. Stick with the local experts you can trust. Rorick Electric Heating and Air.
When you need high school class rings or team state rings, the man to call is Rod Williams of the Herff Jones Company. Rod can also help you seniors with all of your graduation needs. Give Rod a call at 927-0672. That's 927-0672, or like him on Facebook. Rod Williams of the Herff Jones Company is proud to help sponsor wrestling on WZBD. At Jackson Associates Financial Services in Portland, we are committed to maintaining the highest standards of integrity and professionalism in our relationship with you, our client. We endeavor to know and understand your financial situation and provide you with only the highest quality information, services, and products to help you reach your goals. Give Troy a call for the latest rates on CDs and learn about the advantages in today's financial climate to invest in your hard-earned dollar. That's Jackson Associates in Portland.
Farming today requires constant adjustments and innovations, technological know-how, and lots of old-fashioned hard work. At Pioneer, our teams are dedicated to serving farmers year-round with the most advanced technologies and localized expertise. Your friends at Brown Seeds share in your determination to adapt to an ever-changing industry so that we can better serve you today, tomorrow, and for years to come. Give us a call and we'll go to work maximizing your yields year after year. Call Mike or Kent Brown at Brown Seeds today.
Welcome back here as we've just finished up the post-match interview. And gentlemen, I wanted to let you know that the young man would like both of you to know that he still has all 14 champs in his pick'ems alive. And he started the round 3 for 3.
Huh.
4 hours ago, he was on his deathbed. A couple of pick'em wins, and all of a sudden, he's the next Caleb Sprunger.
He's getting pretty cocky there.
Did I hear he had an interesting pick at 150, though?
Yes, he said he did not pick Shepherd.
So if that comes true, he's going to have a future in wrestling, scouting, and he'll make a lot of money in that.
He's got an inside track to somebody because I don't think anybody else in the gym has that pick. This is not a gym, but
well, it's
figuratively speaking.
It kind of is.
It's an arena.
Maximus Quiros was your semi-state champion at East Chicago, and he will wrestle the Evansville semi-state champion in Dominic Brown Jr.
Your 13-pound.
He's going old school, is Quiros. Is that perhaps one that his brother might have worn? How would you describe that singlet there, Josh?
Oh.
What colors are those?
Burgundy and gold.
Burgundy and gold, and it looks like someone maybe scribbled a little CHS on the back. Maybe it's just worn away because that singlet might be from the early 2000s.
I've always assumed that Maximus is Anthony's little brother. Anthony wrestled in the state finals in 2009. Lost to Sean McMurray in one of those classic region battles. Portage versus Chesterton. But here it's Maximus Quiros, and he gives up the opening takedown to Dominic Brown. Quiros a junior, Brown a senior. Gus, you had Brown here, right? Oh, he had Quiros. You picked Quiros to make the finals, did you? Very interesting. He's not too happy about the opening 3 points there. Josh Howard, our official, our good friend throughout the season. We get an optional start here from Brown. Quiros turns and faces. Quiros with 48 wins on the year, according to the big board in front of us. Brown on the leg attack. Now Quiros tries to hip over. Quiros gets his legs back underneath him, but Brown's still in on the legs. Now Quiros able to clear. They tie up. Quiros shoots again and then spins out of bounds. Brown shoots in on the legs, but they're called out. Center Grove trying to win the team title here, and they'd go a long ways towards securing it if they got the win here from Dominic Brown. If Quiros pulls off the upset, I'd say all bets are off. I think Center Grove's been counting on winning this one here at 126.
And I can't remember off the top of my head, does Brownsburg have anyone else in the finals other than Tommy Gibbs at 150?
Did
they have Braylon Reynolds.
Braylon Reynolds.
Yeah.
So they do have one more that they're favored in.
44 and 50. Quiros showing a little bit more life now.
The number 1 and 2 ranked wrestlers at 26 did not make the finals, but Brown and Quiros are 3 and 4, and they did.
Quiros in on a leg, and he goes out as Brown touches the cement. Quiros might have been in a position to pull that leg back in. Josh Howard calls him out, though. 8 seconds left. And we'll go into period number 2 with Dominic Brown leading 3-1. The video board here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse has come a long ways since John Sheets won a state title in 2000. That's for sure. It's it's quite a feature. I don't know what something like that would cost to put in your big fancy bedroom, Rex.
More than the video display that Belmont put into their gymnasium.
Yeah, probably. Innovative Concepts have a hard time anchoring that in your roof.
I saw somebody else in the area got one of those too.
Well, that's what happens. You know, one person gets something nice, and then somebody else wants to copy.
I think one of the Fort Wayne area schools got it.
Brown gets his escape here and leads it now 4-1. And Quiros in on a shot now. Nice whizzer by Brown. Quiros still on the attack, though. And Quiros going to finish off the takedown. How about that, boys?
Yeah, we got a happy fan over here. Gus cheering on his boy from Chesterton.
Hey, when you wrestle at the Goshen Red Hawk Super Duels, you learn something. Gus saw him there. Must have saw something he liked. Didn't think you're going to hear a Red Hawk Super Duels reference in today's state finals broadcast, did you? Quiroz on the counter. Oh, he can't keep it. He's going to hit him with stalling. 1. Oh, it's going to be a technical fleeing. I tell you what, Quiroz should have scored there.
Josh made that call very
Now
firmly.
Quiroz in again on the legs. Brown holding on with a whizzer. Quiroz has 45 seconds to finish it. He scoots out in front, keeps a toe in, and goes out of bounds. 5-5.
Quiroz is turning up a notch here, boys.
Absolutely. Maximus is going to have his choice on the third as well. See if there's another shot here in this period from Quiroz, as he's got the momentum right now. Shot now by Brown, but he shoots all the way out of bounds.
Brown sensed that he walked back in the end of the mat. He had that look in his eye, and it was like, I need to turn it up a notch here if I'm going to keep this momentum.
20 seconds left. They tie up. Quiroz trying to set up his shot from there. He separates, breaks apart, takes a step back. Brown does a little pushing now, and Quiroz throws him, but Brown goes all the way out of bounds.
I see Josh and I went to the stop looking down to strain your neck. We're just enjoying the Jumbotron here. It's an easier view from our vantage point.
Well, you can see it's like you're standing down on the mat. By the way, what a cool name in Maximus.
I like it.
We had 2 of those Kleberg from Prairie Heights this year, too.
Yeah.
You better be a good wrestler named Maximus.
If you're named Maximus. Yeah. Didn't Prairie Heights have a Kalijah, I believe, in the reference to the Hank Williams song a year or 2 ago? All right, Quiroz gets his escape right away, and he's got a lead. And he's got the momentum, no stall calls on him, and he's in good position here. Brown almost gets an ankle. Quiroz able to get his feet back. There might be 3 takedowns left in this match, guys. Now Brown being a little bit more aggressive. Some chance going. Well, there's the stalling call. Josh wants this one to end in regulation.
So Brown's was not a stalling. It was a technical violation for fleeing.
Now Quiroz in on a leg. Whizzer by Brown. Double leg by Quiroz. Quiroz finishes it. Puts him on his back for a count. Trevino wants Quiroz to not let him reach. He goes out of bounds and reaches for the gym floor.
In college, that's a one fleeing the mat.
It should be. He reached with every ounce of might he had to touch the concrete and get that call, and they immediately blew the whistle. So 9-5 now. 1:10 left. Quiroz has Brown stand up. Brown tries to Granby. A minute left now. Brown gets back to his feet. Quiroz tries to bring him back to the mat. He does. He's back on his knees. Brown comes right back up, and he follows him out of bounds. 52 seconds left. Hot dog. If Maximus Quiroz wins, what's he ranked?
Number 3. Brown's number 2, I believe.
It was vice versa, 3-4.
3-4.
Both these guys.
Brown's 3, Quiroz is 4.
Both these guys with 2 losses on the year, and neither of them ranked in the top 2. And Brown gets his escape with 45 seconds left. Even a takedown is only going to force overtime now. I told you there were 3 takedowns left, though. We got 1 in this period. Shot by Brown, countered by Quiroz. He gets his hips back. Now gets in on a single, and is he going to be able to finish it? He doesn't need to finish it. He latches onto an ankle. Brown turns back into him.
That's a time suck right here. That's all he cares about.
We got 4 hands grabbing 4 ankles, and they go out of bounds with 14 seconds left.
Gus got a big smile down there.
Brown chases Quiroz backwards, and the stalling call now is going to make it 1. Andy Trevino thinks that was a bit premature.
A takedown would win it for Brown.
8 seconds left. Shot by Brown. Quiroz fights it off. Snap down attempted by Brown. Here comes the throw, and it's over. Maximus Quiroz wins a state title for the Chesterton Trojans. Wow. And Brownsburg remains alive in the team race. What an entertaining championship bout that was. And a great lesson to all those young wrestlers out here who have hopes of coming here to the state final someday. Do not think that you don't have a chance.
Other than Gus, I don't know how many people in the gym had that
I wouldn't
pick.
think so. We'll be right back after this. You're listening to High School Wrestling here on WZBD.
Having the right personnel on the field is crucial to winning the big game. In the field of insurance, Steve Rich in Decatur is the man to trust for all your needs. A State Farm agent since 1980, Steve, with his staff, strives to make your experience as pain-free as possible. And when the time comes to make a claim, you can trust Steve to fight for you and help you in your time of need. After all, he's been doing this for 43 years. Visit SteveRichInsurance.com and get a free quote today.
Some call it overplanning. At Gen Solar Power, we call it foresight. Be prepared for the next power outage with a Generac Home Standby Generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Generac, it's not just a generator, it's a power move. Contact Gen Solar Power at 226-8833 today for your free in-home consultation. They're a local Generac dealer that offers sales, service, parts, and warranty on all Generac products. Gen Solar Power, your one-stop generator shop. Visit them online at gensolarpower.com. Muddy River Football Club is a youth soccer organization in Adams County dedicated to building young players and multi-sport athletes. Growing to multiple teams in various age groups and expanding to U8 and U19 teams, we at Muddy River are excited to welcome your child as the newest member of the team for our upcoming spring season. Visit our website before teams fill up at muddyriverfc.com and get signed up for a soccer team with trained coaches in a weekend league that doesn't cost thousands of dollars or require hours of travel. At Muddy River, we want to see your child grow as a soccer player, no matter their skill level. Sign up today.
Aspie's Best One in Hoagland is operating under its third generation of the Aspie family, Stu Aspie. Recently celebrating 70 years of business right in the heart of Hoagland, they specialize in tires, oil changes, service work, suspension, alignments, and light mechanical work. Stop in at the intersection of Hoagland and Minnick Roads at Aspie's Best One, where they treat every customer like family, with honesty and with the best prices around.
Wygand Construction in Fort Wayne is committed to providing quality, value-based construction services, and that commitment begins with our employees. We strive to anticipate and exceed clients' expectations, honor our commitments, and provide for the communities in which we live. If this sounds like the place where you'd like to work, visit our website at Wygand Construction to see our open positions and fill out an application. We want you on our team. Wygand Construction. Trust, well built.
Back here, and Maximus Kiros doesn't worry about the blood in his mouth, the blood on his eye. He's got a state title, and that could end up being the most memorable final we have tonight, guys.
Yeah, that quote from the movie Gladiator, saying he won the crowd over, and he did that, man. Wouldn't have picked him a couple weeks ago to win a state title, but I'm sure he picked himself, and that's all that matters.
Handing out the medals now at 120 pounds. And what a top five there. Bell, Bridge, Carver, Shetley, and Wicker.
Your state runner-up.
There might be a few more state titles in that group there.
Yeah, it's neat to see. Shetley has been I believe, state champ and runner-up, and he finishes in 4th place. So it just shows you how tough that weight class is.
And Josh set the table for us here at 132.
We're going to have a showdown of what is 2 top 30 guys in the nation in Jensen Boyd of Delta. He is a junior with a 42-5 record. He's going to be taking on Nathan Rio, the senior. And Rio's got a 37-3 record. Rio committed to wrestle at the University of Purdue. So he'll be the first Boilermaker that we hear committed tonight.
Guys, I had the headset on listening to the girls basketball game. 13-4 after the first quarter, Belmont on top.
Somewhere in this arena sits Belmont sophomore Landon Sealscott. And he just realized that he wrestled a state champ back in November.
Yeah, we've had a good look at Jensen Boyd. They wrestle mixed between South Adams, Adams Central, and Belmont. So he is a very common opponent for us to see. He's wrestling a little bit more methodically here, as Rio very dangerous, but Rio did take a loss, I believe, at semi-state, and that would have came out of the Evansville. That was Royce Malone upsetting Rio, so it's very possible Jensen Boyd could knock off the highly touted and nationally ranked Rio. 40 seconds left here in this first period. Boyd's got Rio in a front headlock position with an underhook on Rio's right side. Doing a little hand fighting as both guys are on their knees. Now they both back up and back on their feet. This would be a huge win for Delta. It could move them into what I think would be third place for a moment. Crown Point will have a couple guys coming back up, but looks like Delta will lock in a top 5 finish. We're going to go to the second period. This match is scoreless.
Jensen Boyd's older sister, Alara, still wrestling in competitive at high level. She's on the world training team, and she just wrestled RAF against Kennedy Blades here a month or so ago. That
here in Indiana.
That did not end well for her. But she was there anyways because she's a stud.
So to start the second period, looks like Jensen Boyd's going to choose bottom. He gets up to his feet in a tough mat return by Rio of Avon. He's now got wrist control and tries to pull a arm out on the back, but Jensen Boyd doing a good job of basing up and keeping control there. So minute 30, not a whole lot of action here.
Yeah, but if you're Boyd, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go 0-0-1-0 with 15 seconds left.
Yeah,
right?
I think if I had to put a bet on this match, we're going to maybe go 1-1 or, it's going to come down to a takedown in the last couple seconds or maybe even overtime. I don't want to see it settling right out because both these guys are so explosive on their feet. Boyd now gets back up to his feet and returned by Rio. 45 seconds left. To escape would be crucial here, as if he doesn't get it, Rio will probably choose down, and then Boyd will have to be on the attack on his feet.
Dana can't get let the judge get one up on us on photos here.
Rio has finished second, first in his first 3 trips, so he's going to follow suit with a first or a second as he's done the first 3 years. Jensen Boyd has only made it the 1 year as he's a junior, and last year's out injury, and he plays 4th his freshman year. 20 seconds left. Boyd trying to use all of his energy to get to his feet and get the escape. He gets to his feet, grabs back on a leg of Rio as they go back to the mat. Now back to his feet, trying to get his hips away. 10 seconds left on the clock, and Rio does a good job of just getting wrist control and driving Boyd back down to the mat.
Rio's going to pick up another stalling. He's not careful. He did absolutely nothing in that last 15 seconds, just clinging on. I think Boyd saves his energy, just cuts him here.
Yeah, and he might ride him out for about 30 seconds if he feels like he's in control, and he might try for the full ride out. If he sees a little wavering, he's just going to cut him and try to give him a minute 30 maybe to get a takedown, as Rio's holding his base here in the center of the mat.
Rio's got a stalling warning. He's got to do something from down there.
Boyd's got the spiral right on. Got a tight waist with his left arm. Now Rio to his feet. Rio gets up, but he attacks Boyd's leg, and eventually he's going to get the escape here, but Boyd doing the right thing and just giving up the escape and not a reversal. Now Rio on a shot. Boyd controlling him in the front headlock position. On the scoreboard, it's 1-0 in favor of Nate Rio of Avon. Boyd a little throw-by attempt there. Nothing gained from it. They're both back on their feet. Minute left. Boyd's got about 20 seconds before he's got to really push the gas. Shot attempt by Rio's trying to finish out in the waterfall position. Boyd locks up a wrist and has got a tight waist. He's got the arm trapped. Looks like we're going to get a stalemate call here. And once they put their toes on the line, Rex, it's going to be a sprint for Boyd to push for a stall call or get a takedown here. So we're back underway here. Boyd takes a shot attempt there. Counter by Rio. Rio's got a head inside single on Boyd's left side. Boyd's got a good whizzer. Looking to maybe throw a pancake here, a crackback here. He needs something as there's only 20 seconds left.
See how he put that whizzer in and hipped into him, pushed him away, get some space there.
Now Boyd has got Rio in the front headlock, back up to their feet. 15 seconds. Rio controlling the wrist. Another throw-by attempt by Boyd. Looks like Nathan Rio is going to hold on to win this as he gets a takedown at the whistle. Nathan Rio from Avon is your champ at 132 pounds by a score of 4-0 over Jensen Boyd of Delta.
Heck of a season for Boyd and a heck of a comeback from a pretty nasty injury last year. But Ryu simply too good. And let's take a break and get ready for what should be a really fun bout coming up here in just a moment.
Having the right personnel on the field is crucial to winning the big game. In the field of insurance, Steve Rich in Decatur is the man to trust for all your needs. A State Farm agent since 1980, Steve, with his staff, strives to make your experience as pain-free as possible. And when the time comes to make a claim, you can trust Steve to fight for you and help you in your time of need. After all, he's been doing this for 43 years. Visit SteveRichInsurance.com and get a free quote today.
Some call it overplanning. At Gen Solar Power, we call it foresight. Be prepared for the next power outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Generac, it's not just a generator, it's a power move. Contact Gen Solar Power at 226-8833 today for your free in-home consultation. They're a local Generac dealer that offers sales, service, parts, and warranty on all Generac products. Gen Solar Power, your one-stop generator shop. Visit them online at gensolarpower.com. Muddy River Football Club is a youth soccer organization in Adams County dedicated to building young players and multi-sport athletes. Growing to multiple teams in various age groups and expanding to U8 and U19 teams, we at Muddy River are excited to welcome your child as the newest member of the team for our upcoming spring season. Visit our website before teams fill up at muddyriverfc.com and get signed up for a soccer team with trained coaches in a weekend league that doesn't cost thousands of dollars or require hours of travel. At Muddy River, we want to see your child grow as a soccer player, no matter their skill level. Sign up today.
Aspie's Best One in Hoagland is operating under its third generation of the Aspie family, Stu Aspie. Recently celebrating 70 years of business right in the heart of Hoagland, they specialize in tires, oil changes, service work, suspension, alignments, and light mechanical work. Stop in at the intersection of Hoagland and Minnick Roads at Aspie's Best One, where they treat every customer like family, with honesty and with the best prices around.
Wigand Construction in Fort Wayne is building landmarks that impact the lives and communities we serve. At Wigand, we believe that our most important responsibility as a building contractor and construction company is to stand by our commitments to our clients and to our community. That's why we believe in supporting high school athletics, where our local teenagers show their commitments to their teammates, their coaches, their schools, and their communities. Wigand Construction. Trust, well built.
Welcome back as Nate Rio is in the middle of his talk with Greg Rakestraw as we await to hand out the awards at 126 pounds.
Update for you basketball fans out there. Belmont has let their lead get cut down 17-13 with about 2 minutes left to go in the first half.
That's over on 92.7 FM. Just click on the WZBD.com Listen Live link or turn it on your radio.
That's how I'm listening to it, Dane, on my laptop here. We're getting ready, and I talked to Josh before as the introductions. This Evan Stanley and Taylor Thrine match. You know, Stanley's been so dominant all season long, and Thrine is just so quick. It'll be interesting to see how these two go at it.
Yeah, I think the interesting is neither of them shy away from scoring points. So we know points are going to happen in the first. Can they happen in the second and third? And maybe who's got the biggest gas tank?
Rex Moore taking his 4th place medal.
Third place from Lowell, Noel Verduzco.
Noel Verduzco taking his 3rd place medal. Dominic Brown, your runner-up. Maximus Kiros of Chesterton, your champion at 126. So we got 38-pounders on a mat right now. Ready to go. Kurt Crouch, the official on a mat. Steve Aislinger, the assistant. They have shaken hands. And we are ready for the whistle.
138 pounds, a record of 45-3. For the Lowell Red Devils Junior.
We are underway.
And a record of 40-2 for the Newcastle Trojans, Tyler Thrive.
Heavy hands on both guys, really trying to tap and go. Stanley stalking Thrine. Stanley's the first one to go in and engage in a collar tie. Thrine with a shot on the leg. Right, changes off to a single the other way. This guy's head in the middle. Tries to come up and finish waterfall. Gut wrench by Stanley. Hold over the top. Thrine trying to hook the ankle of Stanley. Stanley scrambling off his hip here. Let's see how long this goes before Kurt Crouch calls this a stalemate. And that is as long as it will go. Minute 21 left to go in the first period. We're back up to our feet. Back under action here. Collar tie throw by Stanley is behind him. Puts Thrine down and gets the first takedown. Just that quick with a little throw by. Gets behind Thrine. Now he throws on a crossface, puts the boots in. Goes power half. Trying to kind of come up to his base and gets the potentially dangerous call. Thrine steps off.
Did you hear what Evan Stanley's GPA is?
No.
4.3. Jeez, oh Pete's.
He's taking classes that don't even exist.
Committed to wrestle at Cornell.
Your average schmo just doesn't walk off the street and get accepted to Cornell.
No.
Seen some fine Cornell wrestlers on the world level. Stand up, turn in by Thrine, gets the escape. He trails now 3-1. 40 seconds left to go in the first period. Thrine in on a double leg. And Stanley goes over the top, picking some ankles, trying to slow him down. He's taking a lot of pressure on Thrine's back here, breaking him down. Stalemate.
We're actually talking about Cornell guys. One of the most recent Cornell wrestlers from Indiana was Eric McGill from Munster, who went on to, and still is, I should say, a very successful official, doing a lot of high level. Just the other month he was doing a match at Oklahoma State. They don't just let anybody come into Oklahoma State and officiate a match.
No, Oklahoma State's picking the best officials for their home matches. So
he's one of those guys that made the Hall of Fame this past year, correct?
Flying them in out of state.
3-1's the score after the first 2 minutes. Choice goes to red, that is Thrine. He defers. Stanley will take the down position.
Yeah, we've seen that northwest region get recruited by Cornell, as Vinnie Freeman also committed to wrestle at Cornell.
Stanley up to his feet. Thrine's going to have to try and return him here. Drops him down to the mat. Out of bounds they'll go. Back to the center they go. Stanley sets up, adjusts. Ryan comes on. False start given to Green. That is Stanley on the bottom. Just a tick too soon. Thrine goes to the other side this time. Stanley comes up to his feet. Thrine tries to fight with him, and Stanley gets the escape. 4-1's the score now. Thrine trying to turn up the pace a little bit with a nice duck under, catches a side single leg. Stanley trying to do the splits here. Thrine's going to try and drag him back in and get the side cradle locked up. Stanley fighting that there. Stanley's being brought back in. Thrine trying to drop him down. Stanley goes to his base. Thrine gets the takedown. We're all knotted up at 4 apiece here with 1:19 to go. As Stanley tries to jump out of bounds. Get a fresh start. Thrine just dragged that single leg back in. Hits a nice little dump. Sets him down. Pressure on the hands forward is good for 3 points. It's been how many years? I still almost said 2 points takedown. Old habits die hard for old guys. Spiral ride by Thrine as Stanley comes up to his base. Trying to come up off his fours. He's up. Now Thrine has to go into attack mode to try and get him back down here. Trying to make an attempt here, but Stanley hand fighting. They go out of bounds. 53 seconds left to go in the second period here. Thrine will have his choice in the third and final period here. These are 138-pounders, and Stanley stands up. Thrine can't hang on to him. So Evan Stanley of Lowell takes a 5-4 lead. Thrine with a shot. Countered there, almost a counter shot by Stanley. Stanley falls in. Thrine with a little duck under, gets in on a single leg. Stanley's going to reach around, trying to sneak around behind. He's got the back leg hooked. They're going to scramble through. Stanley's going to come up behind him now. Can he get him to the mat? He does. Evan Stanley out of a scramble, where Thrine initiated that, and Stanley counters that, takes an 8-4 lead here. 17 seconds left to go in period number 2.
Rex, can I interest you in a halftime score at Logansport? Belmont leads at 24-17.
Okay. So they start put a little push on them there. Start to pull away from Connorsville. Connorsville defeated Fairfield in that afternoon game. So Thrine starts in the down position. He gets his escape. 8-5 to take down away here. Still in the second period here. And Thrine has his choice. And he will go to the down position.
Last time these two wrestled, they put up 21 points. They're on pace to break that and really put up some action.
Stanley climbs on, throws the boots in. Thrine stands up, picks his hands up off the mat. Gets the potentially dangerous call. That happened a couple of times in the first period. Fans starting to jeer him a little bit. Thrine stands up. Stanley gets a little bit high. Stanley tries to return him to the mat. Thrine too athletic, won't let him go down. Stanley in that seatbelt position here. Tries to get both legs in now. Thrine trying to pick a hand out. Stanley tries to come back up on top. Control him. He's getting a little bit high, and he's going to give up the reversal. It's going to make the score 8-7, and Thrine pushes him out of bounds, does not give him the escape. So Stanley will be down in a down position with 1:30 to go with a 1-point lead here. Stanley thought he might have had the escape there. Not given to him by Kurt. Once again, Stanley got a little bit high on the legs and had to bail on it. Figured 2's better than some back points, and Thrine says we're going to put him on his feet. 9-7's the score now. Minute 30 to go here. State championship on the line, 138 pounds. Stanley with a 2-point lead. Stanley dead center of the mat, trying to keep good position. Both wrestlers fake a shot. When we get under a minute, they'll both start to turn it up here. Thrine heavy hands, trying to get Stanley off balance. There's a shot on a single leg. Stanley drapes over the top and waterfall. He's going to gut wrench him there. Stanley hooks a leg behind the arm of Thrine. He's got this toe picked up, so Thrine cannot hook the ankle. Good call. Oh, he called illegal.
Did he have a head and arm in there, though?
He had a head scissor.
I think he's arguing maybe he had the arm in there.
If you scissor with the arm included, one of them, if you figure 4 with the arm included, it's not technical violation. If you scissor, it is. Aislinger talked it over. Point stands. 9-8's our score with 45 seconds left to go here. Now Stanley starts to pick up the pace a little bit. Once it puts the pressure on, if you stand too long. Thrine's on another single leg shot. He has Stanley on his hip. Stanley gut wrenches him. Tries to hang on. Thrine trying to come out the back door. Stanley hanging on, 25 seconds left to go. Let's see how long they go for the stalemate. Kurt's letting them scramble a little bit here. Good stalemate call by Kurt. Puts him up. 1 point separates these two with 18 seconds left to go.
And it's not so much that penalty point made the difference. It was the denial of the ability to finish that shot for Thrine.
17 seconds. Thrine in on a shot. Stanley once again goes in a waterfall situation. 10 seconds left to go. Stanley drapes over the top. He's hanging on to a gut wrench. Thrine's trying to get him turned back over. 3, 2, 1, and Evan Stanley's going to hang on for the win. Evan Stanley from Lowell, your champion at 138 pounds in a great match. 9-8 is their final score.
Now, interesting. He had that same position that was called earlier. His feet touched. He did have had an arm in there. Thrine noticed it, and right as they blew the whistle, but
well, just remember, if the other guy takes your leg and touches them together, it's not illegal.
So Evan Stanley is your state champion, and we've got the big head-to-head coming up here between Center Grove and Brownsburg. We'll have it for you right after this.
The tranquility of rain in the meadow, the first kiss of a groom and his bride, the serenity of an Indiana sunset, the innocence of a sleeping infant. These are the moments captured by Yellow Creek Photography. Whether it's on location or in the studio in Decatur, Yellow Creek specializes in weddings, engagement photos, newborn shoots, and family portraits. Visit the website at yellowcreekphotography.com and browse through the collection of recent shoots. Then consider a local photographer for your next life-changing event. There's a dozen places to go to find new doors, windows, and cabinetry in our area. But no one makes a remodel more convenient on you, the customer, than Mr. Planners in Decatur. Stop in the showroom on 2nd Street and let them imagine what your dream kitchen looks like, or how they could take your bathroom and remodel it to look brand new. Mr. Planner's kitchen planning process includes meticulous attention to kitchen workflow that will complement the rest of your home's design and architecture. They've got the connections to subcontractors that will save you money on your next project. Check them out online at mrplanners.com.
For nearly 2 decades, the Razzva Jazz Dance Studio has been sharing their love of dance with young people all over Adams County and the surrounding area. This spring, the competition team will travel to Franklin, Cincinnati, and Indianapolis for regionals. They'll hold their annual recital May 15th, 16th, and 17th at Belmont, and the RMJ Dance Camp will be held at the studios in June. They're also excited about nationals held this year in Savannah, Georgia in July. A proud supporter of the Adams County community and its schools, the Razzva Jazz Dance Studio in Decatur. Healing Within, located in Decatur, provides holistic and compassionate mental health and addiction treatment to those ages 3 and older. Services provided include traditional and play therapy, as well as brain-based approaches that include accelerated resolution therapy and the Cortina method. Life can feel heavy. At Healing Within, they will support you as you move toward clarity, peace, strength, and lasting growth. You don't have to do this alone. Call or text 255-5331 or visit healingwithinllc.net for more information.
Established in 2018 and owned and operated by Kirby and Chastity Harkless, 4GND stands for 4 Girls and Dad, a fully licensed and insured general contractor serving the greater Decatur area. They can take care of your commercial needs from architectural engineering and design, state release, all the way to completion. They also specialize in new homes, new barns, remodels, additions, kitchens, and baths. They might not be a familiar name, but 4 Girls and Dad are built on years of experience working in the architectural world and hands-on construction.
Welcome back here as we want to remind our listeners that Center Grove holds a 3.5-point lead over Brownsburg. And we've got a head-to-head here now. Nice interview there by Evan Stanley, who gave a shout-out to Gus for picking him.
I don't think he did he really?
Manifesting the win. The young man is now 6 for 6 on his champions.
No, a neat opportunity to see Hickson Love. They gave him a shout-out as he had a medically forfeit on crutches. So we don't know the severity of that injury, but I haven't seen him all the rest of the tournament, even here walking around. So he made a special point to get up on that podium.
In third place from Center Grove,
handing out the third place medal to Royce Malone. Jensen Boyd will be next. Let's set the table for you here.
Your state runner-up
at 144 pounds, it'll be Braylon Reynolds, the junior. He's 36-3. Third is a freshman, runner-up last year, looking for his first state title, and he will take on Center Grove's Peyton Hornsby, a junior, also a state runner-up last year. And guys, this one has gone to Braylon Reynolds 3 different times this year already. 10-4, fall, and 9-8. Let's hope we get the 9-8 version here over the next 10 minutes.
Well, Peyton Hornsby's a Fargo champ there, and Braylon Reynolds, number 9 in the country. So number 1 in our state, but 9 in the country. These two have really poured it on the United States in the wrestling community.
Don't forget that Brownsburg still has Tommy Gibbs at 150. And Center Grove have Sean Breedlove at 175. So this is not going to settle it, although a fall from Hornsby would just about put Center Grove on the top spot here today. We're underway at 144 pounds.
I don't remember you saying where Hornsby had won by fall yet this season over Reynolds.
No.
Okay, so
Hornsby, though, in a series of 4 matches, would be happy to go 1-3 if the 1 came in the state championship bout. They're on the edge of the mat right now, and Hornsby has 2 feet in. He's trying to bring Reynolds back in to finish off a takedown, and that's 3. So Peyton Hornsby.
You see his custom shoes, guys?
Both of them have custom shoes. I mean, the Hornsbys are cool.
Hornsbys are Nikes, and they say Jesus saves on them.
Reynolds' shoes look a little bit like basketball shoes in a way.
Yeah, looks like the old Jordans, but I think he's wearing maybe even boxing shoes. We've seen that become kind of popular as they're a little bit more stylish.
Braylon Reynolds wearing the same type of tights as we've seen from the couple of Delta wrestlers.
Torqued an ankle there, or a knee.
And Reynolds is hurt. He's crawling across the mat. And the trainer comes out. Coach Derek Snyder comes out. And he's in a lot of pain. And out of some respect here, let's take a break and see what happens when we come back. We'll be right back. You're listening to High School Wrestling on WZBD.
Are you tired of the way your driveway looks? Do you think about replacing your sidewalks or adding new ones every time you walk out of the house? Call Taylor Gage Concrete in Decatur. Taylor is a proud member of the new generation of construction professionals in Adams County and has a strong reputation for good, honest concrete work, no matter the size of the project. Reliable, affordable, and dependable, Taylor Gage is your man for your next concrete project. Call TG Concrete at 223-8128 for your next sidewalk, patio, or driveway.
Who wants a complete smile? Or maybe it's just time for a dental cleaning and exam. Visit Dr. Laura Kugelhahn and her gentle, knowledgeable, and caring staff at Complete Smiles, located at 1133 North Main Street in Bluffton, Indiana. Dr. Kugelhahn would like to help you maintain your dental health or transform your smile. Complete Smiles is there to help you. Dr. Kugelhahn is currently accepting new patients. Call 824-3100 today to schedule an appointment.
Braylon Reynolds is back on the mat after a short injury break. He's been taken down by Peyton Hornsby on the edge of the mat early in the first period. He tries to get his way back to his feet. Hornsby wants to put the legs in. He's off to the left side right now. Reynolds just about does the splits trying to avoid it. Now Hornsby sucks him back. Reynolds sitting on his butt. 13 seconds left. Hornsby jacks up an ankle, and he's going to see out the first period. Gus, who's your pick here? Reynolds was the pick from August, for those of you following along at home.
I guess Gus didn't anticipate that injury in the first period.
Nostradamus over there.
You're getting that nickname from now on, Gus.
Gustradamus.
I like it. I like it.
I like it. It's going to ring good.
So Reynolds starts. Oh, chin rip. Oh, and Hornsby walks through it. Reynolds hit a chin rip right off the.
I've seen guys do that in videos, Jice, but never in a match.
Yeah.
And not off the start of a period.
They just step out front and just wrench him over. He gets one out of it. He gets no back points, no reversal, just gets a one.
And Hornsby gets the escape and takes a 4-0 lead. Reynolds trying to hip over here and maybe score on the edge of the mat. Hornsby blocks it. They're on the edge of the mat. And they get called out of bounds. Paul Vitorisi is our official. Minute 10 left. Peyton Hornsby leads it 4-0, and the Brownsburg faithful might be feeling a little bit desperate here. Reynolds needs to find a takedown to cut the margin down. I thank everybody who's listening to us here on YouTube as we round out our high school wrestling season for the boys. Rex and I sure had a lot of fun calling the girls' state finals in January. It's been an excellent weekend, and save for Nostradamus over there, all three of us ended up pretty healthy here at the end of the night. 30 seconds left. Reynolds tries to snap down, comes around, spins behind, and Hornsby with his hand on the mat gives up 3, and that's exactly what Reynolds needed. And it's now 4-3, and he's going to try to ride this out and get his choice in the third. 10 seconds left. Hornsby jacking on an ankle for a second. Reynolds still on the ride, and they were out of bounds. That would have been in the middle of the mat. You might have seen Hornsby come in and get a reversal.
Well, and you feel for Braylon Reynolds because last year he had the heartbreaking loss to, I believe, Isaiah Schaefer on a last-second scramble that Schaefer came out. I believe it was a reversal.
Reynolds still definitely in some pain. He's got 2 minutes, though, and he's still in this one. He starts in the bottom position. An escape would tie it, and we'd be on our feet wrestling for a state title with a takedown. Reynolds tries to hip over, grabs a hold of, I don't know if that's the Jesus or the saves, on the boot. And after all that, it's just an escape, and it's 4-4. Shot by Reynolds, counter by Reynolds now with the takedown. And so Braylon Reynolds, the junior for Brownsburg, leads it with 90 seconds left, 7-4. And guys, this win would put Brownsburg up in the team race by half a point. Minute 12 left. Got some blood there on his hand. And if you ever want to be entertained at a wrestling match, watch Chad Redd watch the last minute of a bout. He's directly behind the scoreboard right now. That man can't sit still. Reynolds still on the ride here. 45 seconds left. Hornsby unable to even get to his feet. Reynolds got a wrist trapped underneath. Hornsby's thinking to himself, I'm going to lose for the 4th straight time against this guy. Cross-faced by Reynolds. He reaches across with his left arm to the far elbow. .22 seconds left. Braylon Reynolds has one leg trapped. Hornsby tries to get to his knees. And at this point, there's not enough time left. Brownsburg is going to seize the lead here and lead 133.5 to 133 as Braylon Reynolds wins the state title at 144 pounds.
Dane, Belmont late in the third quarter with a 9-point lead. Girls basketball, that is.
Great comeback from Reynolds. And disappointment for Hornsby. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the 150s right after this.
The loss of a room in your home due to a storm, a flooded basement, or even worse, a house fire are all events that will change your life forever. And it can be even more of a nightmare if you choose the wrong contractor to repair and rebuild. That's where K&R Contractors in Decatur come in. The guys at K&R use the same software as the insurance agencies, and they're at the forefront of the industry in this area when it comes to storm damage restoration. Look them up at K&R Contractors and trust them to get your home or property back to the way it should be.
Soul Pig Barbecue on 2nd Street in Decatur, across from the courthouse, features traditional and not so traditional barbecue, brisket, smoked meats, pulled pork, wings, burgers, soul food, steaks, fish, seafood, and a full bar service. Bring the spouse and the young ones to Soul Pig and enjoy the family side or dine on the bar side. Large portions ensure no one will go home hungry after a Soul Pig meal. Follow Soul Pig on Facebook for the daily, weekend, and entertainment specials.
Timmy Takedown Tree Service on US 224, 3 miles east of Decatur, has firewood for sale. $30 a scoop, $75 for a 6-foot bed, $85 for an 8-foot bed. Timmy Takedown Tree Service can give you a free estimate on removing storm-damaged trees, grinding stumps, or trimming trees. Call 728-9120 and talk with Jake to set up an appointment. Timmy Takedown Tree Service has been in the area's best and most trusted tree service for 50 years. Stop out or call today.
Put your tax return to great use and enjoy its benefits all summer long with frozen meat packages from Manly Meats, where we offer quarters, halves, and sides of beef, whole and half hogs, plus a variety of frozen box specials starting at only $55. Save money and get the most out of your tax return when you make Manly's your destination for quality meats and custom butchering. We're 4 miles east of Monroe, just off Highway 124.
Selling land these days is no easy task, so you have to have a pro. Justin Griffin with Schrader Auctioneering and Realty of Fort Wayne specializes in farmland, estate sales, and homes in the Decatur and greater Fort Wayne area. With over 2,000 acres sold in the last 5 years, Justin's knowledge can help guide you with your sale. Give him a call or visit www.schraderfortwayne.com to find out more about how he can help you with your sale.
Well, welcome back here as Braylon Reynolds is being interviewed by Greg Rakestraw on the center mat as we get prepped here for the 150s. Getting excited for Jackson Bradley's match. We've got Clinton Shepard of Crown Point, the Penn State commit, and he'll take on number 2 Tommy Gibbs. last year's state champion.
You've got great coaching over here in your corner, but you made it a point.
Brownsburg now with the 133.5 to 133 score. And I guess theoretically, Tommy Gibbs, with a fall, could win the state title for the Bulldogs. And Josh, this one's coming up for you. Maybe Tommy Gibbs' best chance is a fall.
Yeah, if I'm gonna, the last 2 times they've wrestled, Shepherds came away tech fall 20-4, and a tech fall 22-7. So, maybe a big throw and catch everyone off guard. He's got a tall task in defeating Clinton Shepherd.
Hunter Douglas, the senior, boys.
He is.
Yes, okay. Donald Bowie gets his medal. Another medal for Switz County's Peyton Richards. What an accomplished career he's had. Landon Haynes playing a big part in Brownsburg's point total today with his trip to the semifinals. And for Tylen Thrine, it's a state title as a freshman, third, and second. And there's a very short list of wrestlers who've ever finished third or best in all 4 years at the state finals.
Your state champion, 138 pounds, from Hull,
Evan Stanley gave a great interview with Greg Rakestraw as well. So we get here ready for the 150s.
Well, boys, Belmont 8 minutes away with a 16-point lead.
I might as well just grab a cot and say it up right here. We might be right back here 7 days from now. Take it away, Josh.
Here we go. We got number 1 in the state. Clinton Shepherd comes in with a 34-1 record, wrestling Tommy Gibbs from Brownsburg. Gibbs comes in with a record of 29-4. 2 of those losses coming to Shepherd. Now Shepherd in a head inside single, looking to spin around, and he does. He's going to get the opening takedown.
Man, wasn't that explosive, Josh? How quick he got there.
Looks like we're on pace for what we've seen so far in the first 2 times they've wrestled. Is Shepherd gets a takedown quick and early. Gibbs with a Russian tie, but Shepherd switches off and goes for a blast double. Now a duck attempt by Gibbs. Scores 3-1.
These guys look big for 50-pounders, don't they, Josh?
They do. You saw Gibbs win a state title, I believe, last year at a lower weight. And so Shepherd, in his 1 appearance at the state tournament, has finished as a runner-up.
He was injured last year, correct?
Correct. Now Shepherd's going to get a second takedown here in this first period. There's 45 seconds left. He's going to look to ride out Gibbs.
He just basically dove in, grabbed an ankle, and then re-secured and gets the takedown. Made it look easy.
Yeah, and I've been blown away by Clinton Shepherd. I got to watch him in the Fargo finals, and he wrestled Bo Bassett, the
phenom.
The social media. Everyone's seen him in the wrestling community, and Bassett beat him tech fall in within the first period. It was very impressive. So as much as I thought Clinton Shepherd was a hammer, he ran into Bassett, and Bassett gave him a loss. So time's going to run out here on the first period. Scores 6-1 in favor of Clinton Shepherd. Looks like Shepherd's going to start down here in the second period. He gets set. Gibbs from Brownsburg covers. Gibbs, the senior, Shepherd, the junior.
As we've talked all season long, we don't think we're going to see Clinton Shepherd back here in the state finals.
No, and Shepherd gets to escape there. What's another state title when you could train for a national title? So if Shepherd
he was injured, couldn't get a 4-time going. Well, let's move on to college.
Yeah, if he could win this one tonight, you'd think that'd be the icing on the cake, move on maybe to the next thing. Shepard now catches Gibbs in a little bit of a misdirection. Going to finish on a single with his head out on the outside of Gibbs' left leg. Finishes off to a double and covers. 10-1. Got a minute and 10 left in the second period.
Guys, if you listen really closely, you can hear the air deflating out of the Nostradamus balloon over there.
The Gustradamus?
Well, this might be when we hear the big old lady sing because his picks are going to be wrong, and it's going to put Brownsburg in a really tough spot as Center Grove will have one wrestler left.
A lot of pressure.
Yeah.
On Sean Breedlove.
And Gus. A lot of pressure on Gus.
Well, I'd rather be Gus than Sean Breedlove or Tommy Gibbs. Shot attempt by Shepard. He's looking to finish waterfall position. Trying to get control as Gibbs ties up an ankle there for a second.
These guys are so good at that position, Josh. They just get in there and scramble and train like that.
Shepard comes out the side, and he's going to finish double. Scores 13-2. And he is really on pace to getting that tech fall. It'll be Gibbs' choice here in the third period as there's only 5 seconds left.
A lot of shoelace there for Shepard. Doesn't have those strapped up, does he? Boy, an old school referee like Rex Brewer would have hit him hard on that.
I think, unless they,
I don't know.
If they don't come untied, you don't get penalized.
That's true.
I thought the new rule was you had to have them secured.
That's what I thought too, but
well, state finals.
Once you show them your Penn State student ID, then they
yeah, or they see you in the face-off there. Yeah, we're not going to check headgear or anything like that. Gibbs gets to his feet as he chose down in the third period. He does get away, so the score is 13-3. Gibbs really pressuring in as Shepard backs up. Minute 30, a little bit of a throw-by attempt there by Gibbs. Gibbs now really pushing the pace. That's going to cost him there as he pressures into Shepard getting a double there. Scores 16-3. Shepard's going to have to pick up the pace a little bit if he wants to get this tech fall that he's gotten the other 2 times that they've met. Gibbs will have to come up with something special that has to end in a fall to upset Shepard here.
We do have a score update from LaPorte. Norwell leads 29-22 at half. WZBD might end up with a doubleheader next week.
Oh, if you're going to do one, you might as well do 2.
How are you going to be here?
35 seconds left here in this third period. Shepard looks content, riding out on top. Not a whole lot of action as far as pinning combinations, but he's really putting the work on Tommy Gibbs. And Gibbs, although he was a champ last year, is going to taste what second place feels like. And Clinton Shepard's been there, but they'll trade. Both guys will be a state champ and a runner-up. This year goes to Clinton Shepard as he's going to win 150 pounds by a score of 16-3. Clinton Shepard, Crown Point, is your champ.
And your winner at 150 from Crown.
So with that, as we get excited for Jackson Bradley's match for Cowan, we'll take a break, and we'll be right back after this.
At Bullenbacher & Associates, we know small businesses are the heart of Adams County. You're the ones who keep our community thriving, and we're here to help you succeed.
As your trusted CPA firm, we specialize in helping small businesses grow. And right now, we are accepting appointments for tax preparation. Call today at 260-726-4207 to schedule your appointment. Bullenbacher & Associates, supporting small businesses, supporting Adams County.
Throwing a party? Call Adams County Tent and Party Rental to make it a very special occasion. Adams County Tent and Party Rental has delivery on tents, tables, chairs, linens, and bounce houses for weddings, birthday parties, graduations, retirement luncheons, and business meetings. No event is too big or too small for Adams County Tent and Party Rental. Call Landon at 223-2040 or like them on Facebook. Looking for summer work? Give Adams County Tent and Party Rental a call today.
Renowned around the Midwest for his skills and his creative abilities, Nate Bowers and the team at Bowers Paint Studio in Decatur work with a wide range of clients, from collision repair to custom paint jobs for classic cars and motorcycles. Located on Monroe Street on the west side of Decatur, Bowers is your place for body work too, whether it's getting your ride back on the road or finally getting that classic car, the paint job you've always wanted. Stop by or give Nate a call to put the best in the business to work for you.
When it comes to excavating, the name to know is Luganville Excavating. Luganville Excavating can do total site development, dig your basement or pond, put in your septic system, even grade and install your driveway. Call today at 849-0251 or like them on Facebook. Luganville Excavating has 40 years of experience, gives free estimates, and guarantees all of their work. When it comes to the dirty work, Luganville Excavating will get her done. Give Brent a call today.
Why lose out to pain? Visit Dr. Carla Grody at Grody Chiropractic, 320 West Monroe Street, Decatur. She's a specialist in the utilization of proven non-force techniques to treat injuries of all kinds requiring professional chiropractic care. Call 724-2510 for an appointment with Dr. Carla Grody. Open Monday through Thursday, closed Friday and Saturday. Grody Chiropractic, 320 West Monroe Street, Decatur.
Expert Transmission on US 224 in Decatur and on US 124 in Bluffton is the place to go for not only transmission help, but also full-service general auto and truck repair. Matt, Corey, and Tyler at Expert Transmission are experienced and ASE-certified mechanics who can diagnose and fix your family or work vehicle. Call Steve or Dustin soon to set up an appointment. Expert Transmission has the best warranty in the business, 5 years and 100,000 miles on a new transmission, and can give you a free estimate. Call today at 724-2434 or like Expert Transmission on Facebook.
Well, Clinton Shepard might have avoided that question from Greg Rakestraw. I'm not sure Greg's fully versed in the...
Greg pushed him into a corner, but he didn't take the bait. Dane, with 4:45 left to go in the fourth quarter, Belmont Braves up by 20 in their biggest lead of the night. Not that I was listening to that game while that other match was going on. That sets up our match at 157 pounds, the match we saw last week in the semi-state finals. It's a repeat. It is going to be Jackson Bradley versus Lincoln Carter. Cowan versus Eastside. And Josh, I know that this is Cowan's first state champion. Would this be Eastside's first state champion?
Oh, I'd have to really dig into that one.
Well,
there's a site for that.
I'll go digging. I got the laptop.
I was going to say we have enough time.
Well, we got
I know
6 minutes.
Had a bunch of high-level placers.
I think it's the first time. I don't think Eastside's had a state champion.
Nope, Derek Miller. Going all the way back to the mid-90s for them.
Okay.
Was a runner-up and a third placer.
So somebody's going to have a first state championship for their team here. We are underway, 157 pounds.
In fact, Lincoln Carter is only the third wrestler ever to place for Eastside. They've had a couple guys with multiple placements. But
Bradley tries an inside trip from that underhook situation. Carter doing a good job of keeping his head right in the neck of Bradley, keeping him out. Bradley breaks the contact. Step back to the center. 30 seconds gone in the first period. Lincoln Carter goes to 2-on-1 Russian. Bradley tries a little leg sweep out of that to break that. Carter with a big overhook. Tries to put Bradley down to the mat with it. Oh, Carter tries a little ankle pick and Bradley hits a little duck under. Carter has to bail on it. Both these guys so quick.
Rex will give you trick question. Who's the first state placer in Cowan school history?
Abbott, Toby?
No, Cricket Morey at the girls' state finals.
Oh, okay.
Remember Cricket?
Yeah.
She placed 5th in 2021, and then Toby got 8th that year as well.
Emma Jones also is a placer for him, I think.
This man is on it.
A little duck under attempted by Bradley. Overhook by Carter keeps him at bay. Duck under attempted by Bradley. Carter fights him out. 23 seconds left to go. See if somebody's going to try and dial one up here. Stalemate called by.
A little bit different of a match than we saw last week in Rex, huh?
That match was a 4-3 match when it was all said and done, and Bradley took a stalling at the end. It was a 4-2 match, and Bradley took a stalling in the final seconds of the match as he had it locked up. We saw Chuck Froat take down Carter in his match with him. Was not awarded for it, but he did take him down in our eyes. That's all that counts. Bradley's choice, he goes down. First 2 minutes, we are knotted up 0-0. Lincoln Carter sets up. We are ready to go. Whistle blows, spiral ride by Carter. Bradley makes his way up to his base, drop back down to his seat. Once again, Bradley back up to his feet, works on some hand control on the way up, and Carter says, I'm not even going to fight you here. Too many scrambles there, so Carter gives up the first point of the match to Bradley. He's up 1-0 now. Minute 41 left to go in his second period. Bradley instantly took that choice and took down one to make sure he got the first points of this match. Carter will have his choice in the third period. Nice little arm drag attempted by Bradley, countered there by Carter on a reshot of his own. Bradley's so quick, he was able to come back up off his base and get out of that situation. Bradley goes into an underhook, tries to stand up Carter. I'm trying to set up a little ankle pick here. That's Carter leaning into him. Shot by Carter. He's in on a leg. He has it single leg picked up. Bradley's hopping on one foot. Carter's trying to bring him back in, make sure he's in the center of the mat, tries a leg sweep. Bradley reaches down, tries to grab a leg. He's got 50 seconds to hop around here. What can Bradley dial up as Carter's trying to get that leg tack, and he goes to 2 legs, and he's going to get the takedown. So Lincoln Carter takes a 3-1 lead here. Bradley stands up, turns in, trying to get his escape here. 29 seconds left to go. Carter has to make an attempt. Where's the stalling warning at? There's the stalling warning. Carter's going to try and hit a seatbelt tilt here, and he hits Bradley over his back, and Bradley goes through hard enough, doesn't get any points up. Carter still got locked up, and Bradley stands up, turns in. Bradley's trying to dive out. Carter's got to come up on the leg, and it's an escape for Bradley, where it's a 3-2 match now. 5 seconds left to go, and Lincoln Carter will have his choice in his third and final period. Bradley trails by 1 here. So Carter being told by official Hussman to get set. He's down. Bradley sticks the boots in. Bradley's got a real good tilt series here. Comes over, he's going to go banana splits. Bradley tilts him. Carter rolls through. Bradley tried to roll through again, use that momentum. Bradley did the same thing to Carter. And Bradley tells the official, hey, he's grabbing my fingers here. Carter leads by 1. He's in a down position here. Bradley has that tilt locked up once again. He's thinking about sitting on it. Warning for stalling to Bradley, so he has to cut him loose. 4-2's the score now. Carter goes in a defense mode. Bradley trying to turn it up a notch. Bradley in on a shot of his own. Has a single leg picked up, and Bradley reaches for the out leg, and he spins around, and Bradley's got the ankle hook. Can he step over it? Carter's still tied up on it. It's going to get a stalemate here, I think. There it is. Bradley hit that switch from standing, try to get to that leg, and Carter counters that. Under a minute to go, 58 seconds. Bradley steps into an underhook. .49 left to go here. Both wrestlers have been warned for stalling. Bradley tries an inside trip, then a thigh pry. Bradley's trying to push the action here, maybe get a stalling call here against Carter. Carter needs to pick up the pace as Bradley's trying to push him out of bounds. Carter circles back in. Bradley looks at the corner and says, what are we doing here? 28 seconds left to go. Bradley has to dial something up here. Fake, feint, tap. He's in on a shot of his own. He's going to come up, finish in the middle. He's got 16 seconds left to finish it up here. Trying to finish it. Got to make sure the ankles are pinched there in the back. Carter trying to hang on at 10 seconds. Bradley's going to turn into him. Carter spins out. They're up neutral, 5 seconds left, and Carter dances out of it, and Lincoln Carter avenges the loss from last week. Final score, 4-3. Casey Bradley defeated. Casey Bradley in the corner looks at his son and says, just get there and shake his hands at a great match between Jackson Bradley and Lincoln Carter as Carter comes back and avenges the loss from semi-state. Final score 4-3 at 157.
What a great bout. Not the way we wanted it to go because of our closeness with the Bradley family, but you can't deny that King Carter was primed for a run at a state title this year. We'll take a deep breath and get ready for the 165s right after this.
Two Brothers Bar and Restaurant, located on the corner of 3rd Street and US 224 in the heart of downtown Decatur, is your home for great meals, a cozy atmosphere, top-of-the-line catering, and now, free meals for kids. That's right, this summer on Tuesday and Wednesday nights, kids under 10 eat free with the purchase of just one adult meal. Whenever you come, Two Brothers is the place to sit and enjoy a meal. Offering burgers, wings, chili, ribs, appetizers, and nightly specials, Two Brothers has a banquet room, a bar side, and a family side. For your next meal, visit Two Brothers Bar and Restaurant in Decatur.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Decatur is John Kins. Get a quote at 728-8888 or visit kinsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Finding a reliable, affordable, and professional electrician is difficult these days, but in Adams County, there's a name you can trust, and it's Phil Blakey of Blakey Electric. Serving Decatur and the surrounding communities, Blakey Electric does residential and commercial electrical work, both inside and outside. Give Phil a call today at 724-8049 and tell him about the work you need done on your remodel, new building project, or any other electrical project. Leave it to the experts at Blakey Electric, 724-8049, to take care of all of your electrical needs.
When getting the job done right is job one, you need construction equipment that's built right. From compact track loaders to the world's #1 selling compact excavator, the Kubota construction lineup features durable Kubota engines, more comfort, and the versatility to do it all and do it right. Visit your local Kubota dealer today. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Visit Offholder Equipment Sales, US 27 in Bern, Indiana, their newly acquired location, State Route 364 in Minster, Ohio, or online at www.offholderequip.com.
Locally owned and operated by Shane Reynolds and family, DDD Maintenance and Repair is your place to go for heavy-duty truck and diesel engine repair. Located just outside of Monroe, DDD Maintenance and Repair also offers sand and glass blasting for all of your surface restoration projects. Whether you're looking to get your truck or diesel engine to run like new, or your metal restoration project to look like new, we have a blast renewing the past. Give Shane and the guys a call at 223-5442. That's DDD Maintenance and Repair.
Welcome back as Lincoln Carter says winning a state title is cool, but the coolest thing he's ever done is committed his life to Jesus Christ.
Lincoln Carter, your winner from each side. Let's recognize our top 8 finishers at 150, Chad Nicklin. Thank you, Greg. At 150.
At 150, we're going to see a local guy step on the podium. That will be Dylan Ogg.
7th place at 150.
Ashton Goney of Cowan takes 8th. 7th goes to Caleb Kirkpatrick, Columbus East.
6th place.
Dallas Davidson, Angola gets 6th. Marcus Malone gets 5th, and Dylan Ogg is 4th. Gunnar Butt
5th place.
from New Pal gets 3rd. Thomas Gibbs 2nd, and your champ Clinton Shepard at 150.
And guys, not to miss out on the opportunity there to describe the significance there for Lincoln Carter. He wears Lane Burns' state-bound shirt from 2020. Burns tragically died in an accident a couple of years ago. Very, very cool tribute. And if you weren't a Lincoln Carter fan before tonight, I don't know how you couldn't be after what we've just seen in the last 15 minutes.
And wrapping up his junior year with a record of 38-1.
I tell you what, guys, people think that this world's a bad place.
With some good kids in it.
I think religion's coming back, boys. Pretty strong.
You know, it's kind of a testament as we get a little emotional. We heard that from the Adams Central boys and the Belmont boys, putting their things in perspective. You know, wrestling's cool, but they said friends, family, and your faith are the priorities that they've set in their life. Being on the podium's cool, but that gives us a whole new perspective.
So let's move to 165. Matthew Staples of New Prairie, undefeated. Aiden Kincaid of Noblesville, undefeated.
Dane, did you mention it's officially final? The Belmont Braves are semi-state champions and will return down here 1 week from tonight.
Yeah, and Norwell very close to making it a doubleheader for us next week. And we'll be right back here at Gamebridge Fieldhouse for a much different arena, but it'll still be as much fun as this weekend. Belmont Braves going into uncharted territory. Aiden Kincaid was 4th 2 years ago. Did not place last year.
Dane, was that your senior year when the boys made it down here and played?
It was. It was.
I was in the gym that night.
I was in the front row sitting right over there where the wrestlers are exiting right now with their wall charts.
I was in the nosebleed seats with my whole family.
And of all the teams Belmont had to play,
Modern Day,
it had to be Evansville Modern Day.
Dan, you remember that team? That team was a great team for the Braves.
A lot of teamwork, not a lot of stars. Staples trying to become a 2-time state champ as a sophomore. He's got the ankle of Kincaid jacked up, and he comes around the side for the opening takedown. Rex, my lovely bride, in the last 10 minutes has booked us a hotel room for next Saturday. So the Filling family returning to Indianapolis next week. Staples got the legs in. Did a little body ride, and Kincaid. Oh,
take one of those.
Here's an elbow to the side of your head, which is also not going to accomplish anything.
Oh, it accomplished a lot.
You
It
know,
let him know he was there.
There's a little bit to be said when you put in the legs like that. What kind of options do you have as a bottom man to get out?
When they jack you up so high that your legs stick up in the air, I mean, they're really putting a pressure on your back.
So Staples will go into the second period with a 3-0 lead. He'll choose the down position. Coach Weimer has surrendered his skull cap so that his suit matches his assistant over there. Really enjoyed getting to know Coach Weimer over this season on High School Wrestling Weekly. And Staples gets his escape and takes a 4-0 lead. Gustradamus, who'd you take here? He took Staples.
That was a safe bet.
And a real slick takedown there, and he shows Kincaid who's boss.
Just an arm drag.
Shoves him out of bounds, and Kincaid doesn't even turn to face. He's got the look of a defeated wrestler, Rex. So Kincaid will get the restart. Optional start. Staples.
Oh!
Staples trips him from behind. That'd be a penalty in the NFL.
A little leg sweep.
That was kind of an odd choice.
Oh, man,
Staples
hands.
takes him down again.
You know, that trip from behind, we talk about giving him the free escape. He was going to give him the escape. He just wanted to let him know he's still there.
And I can tell you from experience today that Matthew Staples doesn't really fear anybody. I saw him walk across the intersection outside of Gainbridge today with oncoming traffic coming from his right to his left and a green light. He walked right out in front of traffic and just kept going, man. 10-2 the score now. They're on their feet. Kincaid comes back into Staples. Staples stuffs ahead.
Yeah, but
holds down the arm.
But that's a guy wrestling with confidence.
And it's a tough spot to be in if you're Aiden Kincaid. You've achieved your goal. You've made it to the finals, and you know what's coming.
You make the finals undefeated to get tech falled.
He's going to try to keep it from a tech fall. Staples with 10 seconds left. Going to try to break the hold. He does. That'll make it 16-3. And Staples with his bleach blonde hair says, I'd like to go neutral, please. I'd like to win this with a takedown. That's what me and my boy Jeffrey are used to. Hoivert takes 5th place, and Staples, after this spin drill, takes 1st place. 19-3 is your final. Matthew Staples continues his path to a 4-time state champion. He's halfway there. He does a little cowboy giddy-up to celebrate, and he's your winner. We'll take a break. We'll be back and see if Center Grove can win the team state title for the very first time. You'll find out right after this.
Miller Land Surveying is one of Northeast Indiana's premier full-service land surveying firms. From lot and boundary surveys to large topographical, commercial, and industrial surveys, Miller Land Surveying can help you with all of your surveying needs. With a seasoned staff, the latest technology, and a drive for perfection, rest assured your project will be done professionally and efficiently completed every time. MLS is proud to support today's broadcast and encourages everyone to get out and support local athletes.
Pampered Coach is a family-owned, community-minded business dedicated to providing the best sales and service for all your trucking and trailer needs. Pampered Coach on 930 at the edge of New Haven specializes in day cabs and sleepers. They also have a wide selection of new and used trailers. Celebrating 40 years in 2024, the guys at Pampered Coach offer a full-service department for both trucks and trailers to go along with their outstanding sales department. Visit pctrucks.net or visit Pampered Coach in person on 930 in New Haven.
This is big, and it's easy. That's why they call it the Big Easy from Hubbard Feeds. What's so big about it? A 100% rebate of your interest payments on any beef nutrition financed. What's easy? One finance program. One place to buy all your beef nutrition products. It's big and easy. It's Hubbard Feed's Big Easy full interest rebate offer. Stop by Lehman Feed Mill on 000 or call 589-2451. Offer good for limited time with approved credit. Minimum purchase required. Rebate dependent upon timely repayments.
Want to make your home a more comfortable place, but don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. When you turn to Liechty Brothers, your Carrier expert, they'll show you the full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems and help you pick the one that best fits into your home budget. Because in this economy, who couldn't use a little more comfort?
Hi, this is Kent at Liechty Brothers Plumbing and Heating with a very simple philosophy. Show up on time, do what you say you'll do, and if there's a problem, fix it.
Liechty Brothers, 251 East Water Street in Bern.
The Galley has great food at great prices. Famous for their delicious cod. You need to be sure to try their many seafood dishes along with their chicken, steaks, sandwiches, and fish by the pound to go for your Lenten meals. The Galley is located at 622 North 13th Street in Decatur. Call for carryout at 260-724-8181, and remember, Galley gift certificates always make great gifts. So set sail soon to the Galley in Decatur.
Looking to update your kitchen or bath with new countertops or a complete retrofit? Hobbiger's Ace Lumber and Burn brings you custom CAD kitchen design, along with personalized service with 3D rendering that will help you create and complete the project of your dreams. Hobbiger's offers several lines of quality cabinets, plus custom countertops, including the durability and beauty of quartz. Call us today at 800-772-5223 and let us help you with your next project from concept to completion.
Welcome back here as Matthew Staples has given his acceptance speech.
And boys, that's how you see a stud turn into a crying baby, just like that.
You know, we saw the IU quarterback give the emotional, and everyone following suit. Just,
you know, that's a special young man right there.
Yeah,
Mr. Mendoza. And like I said, the youth of today, I think it's kind of trending that way.
Yeah,
it's a great thing. I'm still jealous of Staples' hair, though. He's got some nice hair.
We've got a champ, potential champ, again for Fort Wayne here at 175.
And he did them proud. Your state runner-up at 157 from Cowan, Jackson Bradler.
When I was in the hallway, I got to run into Adams Central Wrestling stud Dylan Ogg, and he made sure to pull me to the side and said, "Hey, I got my shake." I didn't ask him how many, but he had a smile on his face, and he was pretty excited walking around with his medal and his nice bracket of how this tournament went.
Josh Howard, our official for this match. There's a couple of men on the mat here, Josh.
Yeah, we're starting to get into the big boys. We're at 175.
Staples is big for a 65-pounder, too.
Yeah. Yeah, and I wouldn't be shocked to see him keep climbing up the weights.
He will wrestle wherever he wants.
Yep. And run through the competition. We've seen that in 2 years, 81-0, I believe. So we have Sean Breedlove, the undefeated wrestler from Center Grove at 175 pounds, wrestling Carter Fielding, who comes in with a 44-2 record, the senior from Garrett. Garrett, wrestler here, doing a good job pressuring in as he pushes Breedlove out of bounds. Looks like these two did not wrestle at the Al Smith. Breedlove was a champ. I'm not sure where Fielding placed in the field of wrestlers there. Shot attempt by Breedlove. He's got Fielding on his hip. They're on the out-of-bounds line, a little bit of a chest wrap there. And Fielding takes him out of bounds.
So, Josh, 3 years ago, 2023, Fielding was 6th at 120.
Yeah. And I'm not sure off the top of my head, but he has a brother that wrestled under the lights that wrestled for the University of Indiana. So family ties to the state finals and under the lights. So Breedlove's got a shot attempt. He's got Fielding sitting on his hip again. He looks to finish around the waist to get the opening takedown. Josh Howard, the official, signals 3 takedown for Breedlove. There's 30 seconds left on the clock, and we're going to get a stalemate call here.
Breedlove was not a place winner last year.
Yeah, we got to talk to a couple of guys. Hunter Bates said, you know, he had to wait for his spot behind some of the other Center Grove studs, and the Jasper coach said his guys get to train with Sean Breedlove, and he's really turned it on this year.
Breedlove's not afraid to put him back up either.
Yeah, 30 seconds left. He doesn't want to ride him out. Gives Fielding the escape, so we're neutral. Shot attempt by Fielding. Chest wrap by Fielding, and he's going to take Breedlove over.
He's not afraid to throw you.
No, just follows suit like his brother. He is a Fargo All-American, and Fielding gets around and gets the takedown. He's going to take the lead. Looks like going into the second period. There's 3 seconds left on the clock to go out of bounds. Scores 4-3. Carter Fielden of Garrett is ahead right now. And the time runs out there. Josh Howard's going to flip the disc. It's going to go to Breedlove. He looks at his coaches, and we're going to start neutral here in the second period. Now, Dane, Rex, do you remember, was Clay a state champ for Garrett? I believe so. Saw him several times on the Big Ten Network for the Railroaders.
No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Leach.
Leach
was the champ. Fielden lost twice in the finals.
Twice in the finals. And
what was that brother's name?
Clayton.
Clayton Fielden.
Now shot attempt by Breedlove. They're on the out-of-bounds line. Looking to finish around the waist. Fielden did a good job tying up some hands and maybe a head. And we're going to get a stalemate call. I think that's the right call by Josh Howard. Now, Rex, when you're an official here, do you get to wrestle or get a ref a championship and then assist in a championship?
It all depends how the rotation goes, because one year I did 2 finals matches. If you do the 6-pounders and a 14 and the 14th weight class, the heavyweight, I mean, it's in that rotation, and then you will assist just one.
Now a dump attempt by Fielden.
The worst rotation is to have to end up assistant refereeing the heavyweights.
Oh. Now Breedlove's going to get a stall call. That's the second one. Fielden gets a point off of that one. It's 5-3, 45 seconds left in the second period. Shot attempt by Breedlove. He's got a crossbody single. Fielden draped over top. Now he's got a crotch lock there, and Breedlove's trying to decide whether he comes out the side or the back. We get a potentially dangerous call there, as that goes in the favor of Fielden.
Hey, Dane, ask Gus Stradamus who he had in this one.
He picked Breedlove, he says.
Well, he can't. He's picking the favorites in a lot of them. Come on, Gus.
Got to throw an underdog in there once in a while just to mix it up. He did, threw Tommy Gibbs in there. That was his bad choice.
Now blast double attempt by Breedlove, sits Fielden on his butt, and Fielden calling for locked hands as Breedlove never worked up the body. So
it's not locked hands, maybe a stalling for not working up.
Well,
that would have been another point, right?
Yeah, and I think that was a good call not to call it from Josh Howard there. Scores 6-5, now 6-6 as Fielden chose bottom. Breedlove stands him up. We're on our feet. Looks like a takedown here in the third could decide this one.
There's more takedowns left in this than just one, I think.
Shot attempt by Breedlove. Got his head inside single trying to finish. He's got the leg locked up. Fielden's got a chest wrap, and he's looking for a stalemate call or maybe a roll through. Fans starting to get a little bit on Josh Howard. They want a takedown call, but Josh doing the right thing and not calling this one early.
He's got to come up and wrap around the waist to get that control.
Josh does give the takedown and stalemate. It's not much changed, but Breedlove looked like he was in control with both legs wrapped up, just didn't necessarily work up to the hips. 9-6, favor of Sean Breedlove. This would clinch the team title for Center Grove. Minute 15 left. Fielden trying to work up. Goes for an arm roll, and he's committing to it. He's going to try to hip over. He's going to get the, looks like one escape. No, nothing. He didn't break contact. Now one escape is awarded to Fielden, 7-9. Breedlove on the out-of-bounds line shoots on Fielden's left leg. Fielden now draped over top. Got the same lock that we've seen. Got an ankle trapped. Goes back to that crotch lock.
Puts his toe in his ear.
And Breedlove's going to kind of hold this one out. He doesn't need to necessarily do anything. Fielden looking for a stalemate.
And Breedlove's going to try and get a fall on him here. Just lean
now
into him.
Breedlove does get the takedown. Howard counts a near fall for a second. Now he's counting. Gets a 1 and a 1. So it looks like Sean Breedlove's going to hold on at 175 as there's only 10 seconds left. And Sean Breedlove is going to be your champ at 175 pounds for the Center Grove Trojans by a score of 12-8.
Your winner in 175.
State champion in more ways than one. That'll do it on the team score side of things. Center Grove's going to win it by 3.5 points over Brownsburg, taking the crown away from him.
And Dane, Josh called that earlier in the week, didn't he?
He did.
That's a storyline, right?
It was a storyline, and it did come true.
And you would call it a little bit of an upset, as you know the margins are razor thin.
So with that, let's take a break, and we'll come back for this exciting 190-pound match right after this.
Hi, this is Sarah with Anytime Fitness Decatur. Have you ever felt intimidated by the thought of joining a gym? The good news is our coaches have the heart to help you set goals, create a plan, and work together to achieve the results you're after. So stop in and chat with one of our personal trainers, and let's make 2026 the year you get stronger, leaner, healthier, and happier.
The Double Eagle Clubhouse Grill is where wrestling fans go for a great meal after a big win. Everyone at the Double Eagle is proud of our Adams County wrestlers and their accomplishments this season. Whether you're looking to sit down and have a nice meal after a long tournament, or if you'd like to celebrate with other wrestling fans, the season never ends at the Double Eagle. Come on into the Double Eagle, 1730 Nutman Avenue in Decatur, and enjoy a great meal inside or with carryout today.
Choosing your next furnace, heat pump, or AC unit is a difficult decision. But whether you're replacing a unit or building a new house, the guys at Rorick Electric can help. They carry decades of experience, and they're licensed dealers for both Armstrong and Duquesne. Rorick Electric Heating and Air is also able to help you with any residential or agricultural project in the Decatur area. Stick with the local experts you can trust. Rorick Electric Heating and Air.
When you need high school class rings or team state rings, the man to call is Rod Williams of the Herff Jones Company. Rod can also help you seniors with all of your graduation needs. Give Rod a call at 927-0672. That's 927-0672, or like him on Facebook. Rod Williams of the Herff Jones Company is proud to help sponsor wrestling on WZBD. At Jackson Associates Financial Services in Portland, we are committed to maintaining the highest standards of integrity and professionalism in our relationship with you, our client. We endeavor to know and understand your financial situation and provide you with only the highest quality information, services, and products to help you reach your goals. Give Troy a call for the latest rates on CDs and learn about the advantages in today's financial climate to invest in your hard-earned dollar. That's Jackson Associates in Portland.
Time for the 190s here as the awards are handed out at 165. Matthew Staples sending a few text messages behind the podium. Sean Breedlove thanks God in his
man. That guy is sweating hard, isn't he?
I don't know. You're talking about Sean or Greg?
Greg Rakestraw. One of them just wrestled a hard match, and then there's Sean Breedlove. Looking up at the 190-pounders here, it's going to be Mikey White, the Ironman winner, ranked number 1 in the nation. Started wrestling as a freshman. I saw a little clip popped up on some Facebook reels where he and his family for a little time were homeless living out of a car and got into wrestling, and he said it basically changed his life. So Grayson Shorjan on the stand getting his award for 5th place. Bowman, the wrestler that sent Shortigan into the consolation rounds. Grant Beck with his award. Aiden Kincaid from Noblesville is second, and the nice hair of Matthew Staples will be atop the podium here shortly. 190-pounders, a couple of studs. Dane's long shot pick in Howard. Sam Howard, 50-0 now. As they come to the line, ready to shake hands. And we are ready to go.
A record of 46-0 for Lawrence North's Michael White and a record of 50-0 for Boonville's Sam Howard.
Battle of the undefeated, says Howard's in on an underhook situation here. White trying to spin around, go behind. Howard of Boonville wearing the bright pink wrestling shoes.
These boys got fast feet here in these first 30 seconds.
Can't be fast, look fast. That's my rule. Shot by Mikey White, blast double.
He knocked something off of his body. I don't know what's laying there.
Tape off his fingers.
That quick.
Knocked the tape off his fingers.
Off of it.
Maybe the shoes are next.
A little heavy hands by Mikey White. Setting it up here. Howard says after that blast double, I better be ready for that shot to come. It was pretty quick. Another one, blast double, boom. Takes him right down his back and holds him this time. Mikey White says, let's finish this thing off now. Aischlinger looks for the near fall count, and he gets 3 takedown, 4 near fall. Mikey White quickly locks up a side cradle as Howard of Boonville trying to get off the mat, and White rolls him through. Near fall situation, drags a toe. Here's that blast double in replay. Boom. Head right in the chest, no way to sprawl on that.
And it's good to see Lawrence North back under the lights. It's been a while, but Mikey White would punch his ticket and do the Lawrence North greats, as you remember some of those greats. Reese Humphrey was a, 3-timer for Lawrence North?
Yeah.
And now coaches on the college level.
Ready to go here. 10-1's the score. 37 seconds left to go in period number 2 as Mikey White goes into the spiral ride. Deep up underneath the throat of Howard. Dane, where's Boonville at?
Way down there by Evansville, right?
.18 seconds left to go as Howard sits out, turns, sits up, stands to his feet. White tries to trip him back to his base. White just pushes him down to the mat, out of bounds on the edge. They stay in on the edge. White with 1 second left, hangs on.
You know, I'll answer that question. We could say Boonsville's anything south of Indianapolis. You know, it's just different country down there.
Choice goes to Green, and he takes neutral. That is Mikey White.
Boonville's in Warwick County, guys.
Okay, that didn't tell me anything. White with a shot, countered down the sprawl there by Howard. They spin back inbounds. Oh, White with an ankle pick. He faked one way, picked the ankle the other way, and gets a takedown. Mikey White takes a 13-1 lead here. Minute 39 left to go in period number 2.
You know, you see this new trend with guys wearing the baggy singlets. Mikey White, his singlet is only baggy as it gets closer to his knee because his upper body's just that big.
He has to wear a bigger size in the top just so it fits him. 13-2 with 127 left to go. Mikey White with another blast double. Picks up that single, changes off, gets a takedown. Going to make the score 16-2, 16-3 with the escape. Mikey White trying to set up another blast double as Howard takes a shot. White in on a shot. Counter shot by Howard. Howard gets a takedown as White tried to WWF him over the top. And Howard locks up a knee here. 54 seconds left to go in period number 2. 16-6 is the score now. White trying to come up for his base now. Howard trying to run a spiral ride. White with an outside leg stand up. White bases up now. Gets some hand control. Howard hits a little lace ride and brings him back down to the mat. Stand up by White. Howard trying to break him back down to the mat, as he does with 15 seconds left to go. They're on the edge of the mat. White trying to hit an inside switch here. Howard's going to lay on him for the last 2 seconds here, and time expires. 16-6 is the score. Mikey White with the 10-point lead here. Back to the center. Howard's choice. He will take the down position. White says nope, put him back up on his feet. 16-7 is the score. White tapping on the head. Howard circling. Howard takes a shot. Doesn't penetrate. Mikey White trying to lower his level. Howard trying to get a collar tie to slow him down. White tapping and going. He's going to tap and go and fire another one of those blast doubles. Fakes it there. Howard counters. Minute 21 left to go. Howard reaches for a foot. White sidesteps it. Howard takes a shot, low ankle. He's going to work his way up. And Howard with a takedown and a 1-point escape. So 17-10's the score now. Howard trying to crawl back into this match here. Mikey White can't sleep on Howard there.
Oof. Wow.
That was a left hook to the side of the head. Oh, White in on a blast double. Howard thought he had him off his base. And White goes in that blast double. Howard, it whizzes him out. Howard counters that. 42 seconds left to go. White gets back to center. He wants a clean shot here. Backing up, trying to set up a shot. Howard's chasing him now.
Well, there's a lot of time left to be taking that many steps straight backwards.
Howard backing up. Let's see if Aislinger gets him for the stall. White dives down, and Howard dives in on a leg, and he gets a takedown. 17-13 is the score now. Mikey White needs to take it out of cruise control. White lost his balance, tried to dive out, and Howard grabs over his legs. 18 seconds left to go. White has not been warned for stalling yet. There's Howard with a shot. There's a stalling warning.
That's a point.
14-18. There's a stalling and another point. Oh, a headlock attempted by Howard, and time expires. Mikey White went into cruise control, and Howard went after him. Final score 18-15. And the crowd gives Mikey White a few boos here because they felt they want to see the high-powered action. But your state champion, remaining undefeated, is Mikey White. Final score 18-15.
And with that, we'll take a break. Be back with the 285s right after this.
Hi, this is Sarah with Anytime Fitness Decatur. Have you ever felt intimidated by the thought of joining a gym? The good news is our coaches have the heart to help you set goals, create a plan, and work together to achieve the results you're after. So stop in and chat with one of our personal trainers, and let's make 2026 the year you get stronger, leaner, healthier, and happier.
The Double Eagle Clubhouse Grill is where wrestling fans go for a great meal after a big win. Everyone at the Double Eagle is proud of our Adams County wrestlers and their accomplishments this season. Whether you're looking to sit down and have a nice meal after a long tournament, or if you'd like to celebrate with other wrestling fans, the season never ends at the Double Eagle. Come on in to the Double Eagle, 1730 Nutman Avenue in Decatur, and enjoy a great meal inside or with carryout today.
Choosing your next furnace, heat pump, or AC unit is a difficult decision. But whether you're replacing a unit or building a new house, the guys at Rorick Electric can help. They carry decades of experience, and they're licensed dealers for both Armstrong and Duquesne. Rorick Electric Heating and Air is also able to help you with any residential or agricultural project in the Decatur area. Stick with the local experts you can trust. Rorick Electric Heating and Air.
When you need high school class rings or team state rings, the man to call is Rod Williams of the Herff Jones Company. Rod can also help you seniors with all of your graduation needs. Give Rod a call at 927-0672. That's 927-0672, or like him on Facebook. Rod Williams of the Herff Jones Company is proud to help sponsor wrestling on WZBD. At Jackson Associates Financial Services in Portland, we are committed to maintaining the highest standards of integrity and professionalism in our relationship with you, our client. We endeavor to know and understand your financial situation and provide you with only the highest quality information, services, and products to help you reach your goals. Give Troy a call for the latest rates on CDs and learn about the advantages in today's financial climate to invest in your hard-earned dollar. That's Jackson Associates in Portland.
Welcome back here as they interview Mikey White. He's getting booed, but I got to tell you, from somebody who spent some time teaching at LN, I don't think Michael White's going to care too much about the boos here at Gamebridge Fieldhouse. So
tonight, you were the best in class, young man. Congratulations on the win. Best of luck in the future. Michael White pushed 47-0.
That was nice and calm from him. He just won a state title.
He's like, I should have
teched
him.
Here it comes.
So I should have tech faulted him in the first period. That's what I said.
Well, the crazy thing, he had him on his back, and he did let him up. I think he
16-3.
I think he was wanting the tech fall, and then it kind of got a little bit out of hand.
That kid, that Howard kid from Boonville, he's the real deal. I mean, he's solid.
He'll be back next year and certainly ranked number 1 to begin the year.
Now the heavyweights. I'll tell you what, this heavyweight class was, no, 215s, I'm sorry. 215s, Harley Hoover, Fort Wayne semi-state guy. Got a big task ahead of him, and Cesar Salas.
Fourth place, Crown Points, Griffin Van Titchell. Third place from Columbus East,
North Miami's Hartley Hoover. Going to be white singlet on white singlet.
Your state runner-up at 175 pounds from Garrett, the Railroaders, Carter Fielder. And finishing his junior season unbeaten on the year, your 175-pound state champion, Center Grove Sean Breedlove. Wrestling now at 2:15 on the center.
Here we go. Harley Hoover, the undefeated senior for North Miami, representing the Fort Wayne Semi-State and the Peru Regional, taking on Cesar Salas of Crown Point. Salas was an Al Smith champ last year as a freshman and a 5th place finisher at 215 a year ago. Trying to go undefeated at the state finals this year rather than 3-1. Andy Apshire is our official. Kevin Troy, the assistant. And Hartley Hoover is the first one to make a move. He's in deep on a single on Salas, but Salas gets that foot back down on the mat and cancels the advantage. Another shot by Hoover. Josh, I already know your answer, but I'm going to ask you anyways. Hartley Hoover singlet.
Do I like it?
It's pretty slick.
It is. It's clean. I like the just the simple nature of it. Just got the what are they? The Warriors on the front. Just a little black trim up around the shoulders. As Salas gets a takedown there. And I think I've seen it in North Miami. We saw them at 1A. They didn't represent these singlets, so not sure I caught Rex Moore's match, if he even wore a white singlet in the final placement match.
We are reviewing some posts made by some coaches who are rather upset at the way wrestlers and coaches were treated this weekend. It's starting to blow up on social media. The IHSAA kind of relegating a lot of wrestlers, cordoning them off from their family and friends. I know Sean Farrow expressed his dismay at the way the Belmont guys were treated by arena officials. So Salas takes a 3-0 lead into the second with his double leg takedown of Hartley Hoover. Rex joins us back here in the booth.
I'll tell you what, guys, there are so many places to watch these matches. you don't have to be in this arena. There's 8,000 TVs out in the hallway.
So Salas gets his escape with his choice in the second, and Hoover's in on a double leg now. Salas grabs an ankle. Hoover tries to pull it in, and he does. Somehow Salas, though, gets his feet back on the ground, and they go out of bounds.
It's because he's a stud. That's how he does it.
Oh, Hoover forgot that you got to start with a whistle. Now we're underway. That wasn't a false start. That was just I'm not even going to wait for a whistle.
IHSAA official on this match.
Hoover in on a shot now. Sprawl by Salas. Hoover tries to pull in that big left leg of Salas, but he keeps spinning. And Hoover now at a disadvantage.
And we were talking about this year at the tournament, and there's some things that I think that they'll have to reevaluate. But at the same time, I'll be the first to say there's some things that they probably let go in the past that should have probably been addressed. And so, like they had said, the wrestlers hanging out down low, there was some couches, some blow-up beds, becomes a little bit of a fire hazard, what I was told. But you don't have to push them up in the nosebleeds, especially when they're, have a huge accomplishment in punching their ticket to the state tournament.
7-0 your score after Salas scores another takedown.
Well, this guy's taking a freight elevator down to get up and down to the match?
That's the only way they're allowed to.
But that's every year, correct?
One single elevator to take them all the way to the top. For how many years did they push these bleachers in over here to our left?
Well, they used to let the kids warm up over in the auxiliary gym over there where the Pacers practice, but they had that as the reception area where the wrestlers came in, went through metal detectors and stuff today.
And to be clear, some of the people that are talking about it had a good weekend as far as placing. They're not complaining because they went home.
Right.
No one placing. No, they had a good weekend on the wrestling mat.
They probably didn't pick 13 champs like Gus Stradamus over here is going to, but.
Well, man, that name's going to stick, isn't it?
So 2 minutes left here to go.
I think your homework assignment is for him to look up and see if he knows who Nostradamus really is.
Cesar Salas, the sophomore, going to put himself in a position to maybe chase a 3-time status. We've had a lot of 215 and 220 guys that have fit that bill over the years. Think of a guy like Jake O'Brien 20 years ago who won 3, I believe.
What was Paris? Did he win 3?
Sounds right.
3 and 3 trips.
Yeah, he got beat his freshman year. No, that was Howard. That was Howard got beat his freshman year. The semis took third. And
Kyle Schaefer who beat him that year? I don't remember who it was.
That's his only loss in high school. Sent him into the consos, and he took third.
Minute left. Hoover's been in deep on some shots, but, man, once Salas is able to get those hips down, there's a great double leg by Hoover, but once again, shrugged off by Salas. 45 seconds left.
And we've watched Salas dominate the field, and a lot of guys probably giving him a little too much credit. Hoover's taking it to him. I mean, he's trying to score. Salas just that good.
Shot by Salas. Sprawl by Hoover. And Hoover looks frustrated. He shoots in again. Salas just keeps his hips back. Front headlock position. And Crown Point going to pick up a state champion here. It's going to be Cesar Salas, who goes to 39-2 for the Bulldogs and wins a state title at 215. It'll be followed up by another sophomore coming up here at 285. We'll take a break. We'll bring it back for the final bout of the season right after this.
Farming today requires constant adjustments and innovations, technological know-how, and lots of old-fashioned hard work. At Pioneer, our teams are dedicated to serving farmers year-round with the most advanced technologies and localized expertise. Your friends at Brown Seeds share in your determination to adapt to an ever-changing industry so that we can better serve you today, tomorrow, and for years to come. Give us a call and we'll go to work maximizing your yields year after year. Call Mike or Kent Brown at Brown Seeds today.
Having the right personnel on the field is crucial to winning the big game. In the field of insurance, Steve Rich in Decatur is the man to trust for all your needs. A State Farm agent since 1980, Steve, with his staff, strives to make your experience as pain-free as possible. And when the time comes to make a claim, you can trust Steve to fight for you and help you in your time of need. After all, he's been doing this for 43 years. Visit SteveRichInsurance.com and get a free quote today.
Some call it overplanning. At Gen Solar Power, we call it foresight. Be prepared for the next power outage with a Generac Home Standby Generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Generac, it's not just a generator, it's a power move. Contact Gen Solar Power at 226-8833 today for your free in-home consultation. They're a local Generac dealer that offers sales, service, parts, and warranty on all Generac products. Gen Solar Power, your one-stop generator shop. Visit them online at gensolarpower.com. Muddy River Football Club is a youth soccer organization in Adams County dedicated to building young players and multi-sport athletes. Growing to multiple teams in various age groups and expanding to U8 and U19 teams, we at Muddy River are excited to welcome your child as the newest member of the team for our upcoming spring season. Visit our website before teams fill up at muddyriverfc.com and get signed up for a soccer team with trained coaches in a weekend league that doesn't cost thousands of dollars or require hours of travel. At Muddy River, we want to see your child grow as a soccer player, no matter their skill level. Sign up today.
Aspie's Best One in Hoagland is operating under its third generation of the Aspie family, Stu Aspie. Recently celebrating 70 years of business, right in the heart of Hoagland, they specialize in tires, oil changes, service work, suspension, alignments, and light mechanical work. Stop in at the intersection of Hoagland and Minnick Roads at Aspie's Best One, where they treat every customer like family, with honesty and with the best prices around.
Back for the final time here at Gamebridge Fieldhouse. And Salas giving his acceptance speech, his post-championship remarks to Greg Rakestraw.
I'll say it for you. You're pretty good. Congratulations. Go enjoy. Cesar Salas from Crown Point is your winner at 215. Let's recognize our top 8 finishers at 190. Here's Chad Nicker.
Mikey White.
You could see they didn't even have to put the lights on the X-Man down there. You could see that smile giving some people the thumbs up.
7th place, going to Belmont, Xavier Palacios.
Belmont on the podium again. Oh, his name's Corinthian.
Fifth place from East Central, Brody Wingate.
There you go. So, 285s. Josh is going to end the year for us. We've got the returning state champ in Cameron Haslett. And we've got James Hartleroad from New Prairie.
Now I need to look down at Gus. Who did Gus pick?
You take Haslett there? Yeah.
He's going to be confident now.
13 out of 14. That's something I've never done.
13-1. You know, I wouldn't, if I was him, I wouldn't brag going 13-1 walking out with some of these wrestlers. Some of these wrestlers win 0-1, and they're pretty tough guys. So,
once again, James Hartleroad wearing his varsity sweater underneath his singlet.
There's the problem. It's 10 o'clock at night, and that joke.
And if you saw him, James Hartleroad looks like a bear. He looks like a grizzly. He's the hairiest wrestler I've seen here today, and does a good job of keeping Cameron Haslett from going into the first row. Maybe you're just a little slappy this late at night.
Oh, that was good. Gets me. So James Hartleroad from New Prairie, Cameron Haslett from Lowell. DeKalb. I'm not going to make that mistake. Once we say it once, we'll just continue to say it. Hartleroad did transfer from DeKalb, and he was not a part of the state finals last year. He was 2 years ago, where he
wasn't he a Fargo champ?
He was a Fargo champ. I believe that was for the freshman-sophomore division in a Greco field. Hartleroad, last time he was here, took third, so already advancing on that last placement, as he is going to finish in first or second. Haslett last year became the first ever freshman to win a state championship. I believe is over 175 pounds, so never seen that before. Does have 2 losses on the season, as Lowell did wrestle in some open tournaments as far as the Carnahan, and I believe they wrestled another tough tournament and the Al Smith, so pretty tough schedule for the
these two
Lowell
wrestled
contingency.
Wrestled in the finals. Al Smith, what'd you say, it was like 7-1, I think?
Yeah. Now Hartleroad just kind of controlling the head, not necessarily getting any leg attacks, but doing a good job of holding center, not backing up. And there's 10 seconds left here in this first period. No guy necessarily budging to get a leg attack.
There's one.
I say that, and Hartleroad shoots him out of bounds. Haslett looks to hip over as Hartleroad's feet are in bounds, but no control. We're going to go 0-0 like the heavyweights like to do into the second period. We might even go 0-0 going into overtime, or 1-1. That's how they tend to do it.
I don't think Haslett goes 0-0 much longer than about the next 2 seconds here.
Well, 1-2 ticks off, and Hartleroad's riding him tough for the first 5 seconds. And
well, Haslett didn't do anything. He didn't move for 2 seconds.
Haslett gets to his feet in the first 10 seconds. And Hartleroad doing a good job of pressuring in. It's kind of dangerous when you wrestle a guy that is so distinguished in the Greco-Roman style of wrestling, as, you know, he'll throw you if he gets the right tie or feels the right pressure. So Haslett being very cautious. Hartleroad's going to push him out of bounds. And did he pick up a stall call? I couldn't see the hand of Jim Bop. No stall call there?
No, Haslett was just complaining about getting pushed out, though.
Well, and the hard thing is for Haslett, you push back in, it could be feet to back at this weight class. Minute 10 left in the second period. The head official for this match and to conclude the state finals will be Jim Bop. And I believe this is second match is a little bit of a wrist snap there. Gets Horroad's upper body kind of top heavy, and he just kind of nosedives down to the ground. Hazlitt gets on top and gets the takedown, scores 4-0. Now he goes suck back there, even though there was no sit out, and
he just yanked him over.
Horroad's in bad position. And Hazlitt going to be a two-time champ in his 2 appearances at the state finals for the Red Devils at Lowell.
Oh, there it is. Jim Bopp hits him with the
sportsmanlike.
Jim Bopp was willing to give him the flip. And the team point.
The team point might make a difference.
No, they're going to get him by half a point. It's a 6-point. No, he's got plenty of room.
Okay, I was thinking maybe they already added it.
As they'll pass Delta.
He didn't stick the landing. He didn't stick the landing.
Here's the problem. Seeing a heavyweight do the splits like AJ Ferrari does always impresses me.
Well, gentlemen, with that, any last remarks?
It's been a wild tournament. Like I said earlier, how many matches ended with a reversal of points in the last 3, 4, 5 seconds? How many overtime matches we had? How many ultimate tiebreakers we had? Some of these matches were so close that they come down. It's like I don't know if I've seen a year at the state finals where there was that many close matches.
Did someone lose their medal at 2:15?
7th place from Franklin Community, Kellen Fuller.
Sarah Godwise is not on the podium.
6th place from New
I saw that on a website. I didn't know if they were going to take it away or he's just not on the podium.
2:15.
I would say if they don't put him on the graphic, he has lost his medal. So Godwise.
A little bit of a scuffle in that Hartley Hoover semifinal match.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Of course, the most famous snatching of a medal still drives Eric Myers and many of the South Adams fans crazy to this day. Jim West had his taken away by the IHSAA. Interesting. Well, I don't remember the specific instance here on what happened with Godwise, but
well, normally when they do that, they literally go to USA Bracketing and they'll take him out. He's still in the bracket, so there'll be some speculation.
The commissioner just took his wall chart and his medal and handed it over to someone else. So
maybe he just chose not to participate.
I don't know. I think there's a reason he wasn't on a graphic, boys. Anyways.
Oh, he was not on a graphic up here.
No. I think he lost his medal.
But interesting, they didn't move everyone up. Seemed like
correct.
The 7th and 8th got 7th and 8th. They didn't move up a spot in the.
Cameron Hazlitt explaining how he gained his advantage. And guys, some great careers came to an end this weekend. Sam Wolpert and Xavier Palacios and Grady Baker, Dakota Sprunger. But we got a lot of guys to be excited about going into next year.
Yeah, we saw a lot of underclassmen from all of our county schools. And I tell you what, there's big things ahead for the area schools that we follow.
So with that, gentlemen, I say we pack up and call it a day because we've got the IHSAA girls basketball state finals right back here next Saturday. Center Grove wins it with 137 points. They beat Brownsburg by 3.5 crown point. Take third. I thank Steve Rouse, Steve Gagel, Christian King, Dave Nathan, and my 2 broadcast partners throughout the weekend, and everybody back home listening and all of our great sponsors. So for Rex Brewer, Josh Gaskell, this has been Dane Filling reporting live from Gamebridge Fieldhouse. Have a good night, everybody.
You've been listening to exciting high school wrestling. Brought to you in part by the many community-minded sponsors you heard. And a special presentation of 92.7 WZBD Sports.